Hey everybody, happy Friday. Adam is going to work on the building system in Skeleseller. His vacation starts next week. So this is the third to last. I shouldn't say anything like that. Vacation starts next week. So Wednesday will be his final stream day till he gets back. All right. Hey Trackley. Hey Pressel. So I've done nothing in the last, I don't know, 2 days basically, because I have been burnt out. And now I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So let's take a look. I didn't do this. I didn't do a retrospective. We got to do that at some point still. Do a retrospective for, before vacation, I guess. Hopefully I actually do that. All right, I'm going to move all this stuff down here. And that's that. Now, Monday is going to be a normal day. And then Wednesday, we have a normal day, except also mentoring. And did I fill out the journal for Wednesday? Yep. Cool. Hey, so profit alkaloids, Saber. Yeah, vacation time coming up. So, this usually happens for whatever reason. There's vacation, and then maybe like 1 week before it, I feel like I want that vacation now. And it's consistent enough where I don't think this time was really special, but I think there's also just been a ton of stuff going on in my personal life, and I've been saying that I think September is when everything will return to normal. So I'm really hoping for like a solid maybe 2 months of just like work and productivity and being able to focus on staying organized. And I did a mentoring session yesterday. I have not put this online yet, but the VODs are there if you want to watch them. But with 3D Extended, it was session number 6. And we talked about 3D Extended mentioned that he is feeling very overwhelmed. And he said, I just spent like 3 hours on YouTube in the evening. And why am I procrastinating? And I was like, it's because you're overwhelmed. And I look at my own life and I realize that these last couple of days, if I'm going to give advice, I should probably take it myself when it's applicable. And it certainly was applicable. So yeah, I did very, very little. In a position when I think about opening my ID, I feel panic, scared. I don't know why. It's hard for me to say without knowing more about your situation right now. But 2 months is a long enough time where it's worth figuring out. So are you doing too much work? Are you doing too much in the rest of your life? Did you have some sort of like, semi-traumatic experience with coding? You produced a change and people like tore you a new one by saying, oh, this sucks, or you caused a bunch of bugs. There's usually some identifiable issue going on. And maybe it's the work itself, maybe it's your team, maybe there could be any association you have that's negative with this. And I think that all of them can be addressed and they all have different solutions. So like vacation could help, a new team could help, a new outlook could help, a new who knows what. So try to take a look at what's causing it and see if you can find any patterns. Can't figure out what's wrong with my code and I have vacation in a week. I'm like, nope, I'm done. Yeah, I think one of the things that's tough for me and has always been kind of tough for me is you set out to solve problem A, and while you're doing it, you encounter problem B. And while you're doing that, you encounter problem C, and so on for, a few levels. It's not like you ever get up to Z usually, but you're here and you're like, oh man, I'm solving a problem that's not even the original thing I wanted to solve. And what happens if I get done with this and I get done with this and then I realize I haven't solved the original problem? That's really tough for me sometimes because it feels like, am I going in the right direction here? Where we left off was we made a new party member class and I did not actually get to use it yet. I wasn't thinking super clearly. What is causing this to happen? This is party member init. Takes in an adventurer. Something must be going wrong here. Where's this called from? Add party member in party section. Spent the last 10 months in a burned out state. I'm guessing based on you saying that in the past tense that you did something to move past the burnout state. If so, what did you do? Appleseed. When you can't figure out what's wrong, you go to bed and it just clicks. Yeah, and that's what I think breaks help for a lot of things. And I think I need to reinstate them. Like properly reinstate them. just giving your brain a rest gives you time to think more clearly. But also, it's like giving your body. If you're sitting at a computer all day, it's generally not good for you. If you're taking a break, you're probably standing up and walking at least a tiny bit. Yeah. All right. So this is saying the given key none was not present. Let's just set a breakpoint in any of this stuff. Where is add adventure? Add party member. Here it is. All right. Let's put a breakpoint there and let's restart this. I think we all get into routines, and I think that many times the routines are not necessarily positive or negative. Like they're just a routine, but sometimes it is positive or negative. And when you get into a negative routine, it's hard to break that routine. And I think that's part of what causes burnout. It's like something is steering you on a negative trajectory, and it's very subtle, and it's going to take a long time for it to accumulate to the point where you've had enough. We have the adventurer here. I don't see what's wrong with this yet. Let's hit the play button. Okay, it already happened. Yeah. So then let's do that again. And now let's actually step in. Needed a break and rest, whether it was finding something new to do or doing nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a certain personality type where you just keep stacking things onto your plate. And then when you can't handle it all, you're like, I need to be able to handle it all. It's not like, let me cut down the size of my plate. So it's not the add child call, is it? Oh yeah, no, there it is. It's the init call. All right, so what does this do? It sets the adventurer, then we call into init. Init tries to get this from the adventurer class, which should call into, this is none. Oh, this needs to be virtual. I didn't ever think about that. Can you do that? You can. Okay, whoops. Okay, so then we don't need these news on this adventurer class. And then there's somewhere else where I did this. Wait, it says it hides the inherited member. Can I override it? Yes. Okay, that's what I want. Somewhere else, I should see public new. Yes, this. Goodbye, override. All right, that should fix that. But that was one problem at least. There can't be a private set here. In fact, what? Why do we do this? I guess it's got to be a protected set. Adventurer class. This is overridden. This is a get. Cannot override this because it doesn't have an overridable set accessor. I wanted to have an overridable one. Where is that? Party member base. I can't even find where there it is. Yeah. So protected set. There, that should do it. Now we can do not declare visible instance fields. Now we can set this back to protected set. Actually, we're not even overriding this, are we? I think we can delete that. I'm not actually sure. Hey, Timon, I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than I was doing. Yeah, there's just been a lot going on. One of the things I'm a very like calendar driven person and kind of note taking kind of person. And I wake up every day, I see my calendar, and a lot of times it's like, I mean, work isn't on my calendar, it's just kind of implicit, but work, and then maybe there's like, maybe like one thing in the evening. That's like a decent, that's a doable day. I think the tough times are when it's like Monday to Friday, you have the entire week planned out, and it's just a matter of acting out on those things. And yeah, that's really frustrating sometimes. I feel like I don't have any freedom in the week. Never would have guessed. That was not for your sake. That was for anyone else's sake who's maybe new here. How are you doing, Timon? Have you been streaming lately? Property name is not going to be a definition for tooltip where this content shows. Where's this coming from? Oh, there it is. No, wait, this is still a generator thing. I'm not sure what's happening here. Yeah, it doesn't build. I see warnings. I don't actually see an error. Same old, same old. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think commentary is an interesting thing to get into, and I've always wondered what could I get into it for if I were to get into it for something, because I don't think there's a game I know well enough. And even the games you sometimes think you know well enough, it's like you hear the commentators and they're like, here's what frame this thing happens on, and here's how long this takes, and here's why they're doing that strategy. And I'm like, okay. So I wish you luck. I think that's pretty cool. Not contribute to the output. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. It just says game.cs project. I don't even know where this is coming from. Yeah, strange. I wonder, the only thing I had changed was this. I don't know if that had an impact. No, it doesn't. What did I do? I don't even know what I just changed to get this to break. This is very bizarre. I don't think this is gonna work, but yeah, like I said, what did I just break? Hey, Crucials. Game Jam multi-screen commentary. Looks like they're writing a function. Oh, did they spot the bug that they're writing? No, they don't. It looks like their game's gonna suck. Not actively running and miss a lot of information. Yeah, and I guess there are different kinds of commentators as well. There are the expert commentators who should be able to comment on that stuff, and then there are sort of color commentators who can just, be entertaining regardless of what's going on or whether they understand it. It doesn't even say where this is coming from. Tooltip on parent. I didn't change this. I don't know how this just started happening all of a sudden. And where's this one coming from? This is so bizarre. I've just never seen this happen. Is it one of these? No, it's not. Strange. The only thing I had changed though was this, being virtual, I guess. So let's set it back to what it was. I don't know how that could have broken this. Okay, so this is the code we had, I'm pretty sure. My viewer's opponent pulls that. We're all coding the same thing. Yeah, okay, this fixed it. Huh. Every quiet time I get this week, just trying to figure out game design stuff. Been very frustrating. Still don't think I have it. One of the things I find that's helpful, and I think I wrote this down in my game design notes, is just talking to other people about it. Yeah, capable of helping and enthusiastic about doing so is what I wrote down. I don't think they need to be the best game designer. I think they need to have some game experience, but I think they need to be willing to help and not just like, well, have you thought of a solution for this? It's more like, hey, what about this idea? What about this idea? But yeah, I think brainstorming with people is really good. And I think it breaks you out of the rut of being like, here's why all my ideas are bad. The other thing I've heard, and this happens for a lot of creative people, there's like an idea generation mode, and then there's an editor mode. And your brain, when it's an idea generation mode, should not be in editor mode. So you might say something like, it would be cool to add crafting. At that point, you don't just immediately shoot it down and be like, well, no, here's what it would do. Here's the problem. You just keep building onto it. And you can craft, I don't know, whatever, like super items or something like that. And you just keep building this up. And then later, at a completely different time, maybe after an hour or something like that, you go through and you edit these. And I've heard this for writing. I've heard it for designing. So maybe that could also help, where you just come up with ideas and you're like, I'm not going to care if they're good or bad. And then later go in and be more critical about it. Hey, Magnetic Mind. Do better in idea generation mode if the ceilings are higher or non-existent. Ah, an open air cathedral. Okay, I'm very perplexed by this. If I change this to be override and this to be virtual, I could never find this. Here it is. RM Cubic, thanks for the resub. Happy Friday. I appreciate it. Welcome back. And this to be override. So now it won't build. Although in this case, we've got this changing. And I guess I've only overridden the getter for this. I'm not sure how this works. All I know is we can't do this. Feel free to message on Discord. I'm a pharmacist by training and analyst by title. Yeah, I don't know if you're suggesting that to me or anyone in chat necessarily, but it's nice of you regardless. Okay, this breaks. All right, so let's ask Sir Puffin to fix this for us. Hey, 3D Extended. Got any cool command for where the development is on Skeleseller? Roadmap, similar? Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha, Sir Puffin. Yeah, thank you. No, I don't think so. We have just launched checkpoint number 2, and checkpoint number 3 is what we're going to be working on. And the things I wanted to tackle are mostly the new player experience. And just kind of make sure we're still on track with feedback. We are probably about a month and a half away from the next launch. So that'll be version, what were we up to already? 0.3 is what it'll be. Yeah. And that'll be late September. And like I said, I think September is when my life should get back to normal. With a question mark. And when it does, I think productivity will be higher then. Yeah. I can actually force myself into that idea mode using certain substances, but it's almost like an on-demand process. I think, like I said, I think try setting up a brainstorm session with a friend. See where that gets you. Really helped and clear my mind a lot. Okay, awesome. 3D Extended. Yeah. I'm really glad to hear it. Yeah, I took my own advice that I gave to you, and I took pretty much the last day and a half off. I'm glad I didn't stream in the afternoon on Wednesday. I'm glad I didn't really do any work yesterday. And now I'm feeling good enough to get stuff done. I'm just stuck on some kind of minor issue here. C# virtual properties, I guess. How does this work? Yeah. Yeah, so I want this build. It's giving me strange errors here. I override this. I guess I haven't given it an override. Do I need to do that? Maybe? I don't even know. Let's try something here. Let's do adventurer class. Adventurer class. And then get set. Get should just return the adventurer class. I don't know if this is necessary. In fact, I don't think it is. Okay, well there's one. And then the other one is over here. So we're overriding this. We're gonna say get is equal to this thing. And set doesn't exist. Is that doable? Can you do that? Cannot change access modifiers. Oh, that's gotta be protected. Okay, yeah. All right, does that build? I don't know how this is meaningfully different from the last one. It did? What? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to try to figure that out. As long as I have a way where this works. All right, so now we should be able to hit the play button and not see an error in the console. Yeah, good. Great. We are exactly where I want to be. No, you're not segmenting. Don't worry, Sir Robin. The segmenting is when there's a lot of small messages. That's fine. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty positive. I am spinning on a very difficult decision in my life, though, which I will share with all of you. This Costco is selling an orange dreamsicle cheesecake for $23. Do I buy this? So that's the difficult decision. It's probably like 4,000 calories. I think I'm going to go for it and just freeze like 90% of it. All right, so we've gotten done with the first where I left off thing. Fix the error that shows at launch. Next is we need to be able to add by adventurer class or by adventurer. As long as you eat it on stream, oh my god, that'd probably kill me. I looked up what's the average amount of calories in a slice of cheesecake, and I think it's 700. And I don't know if that's for that cheesecake or not. I just Googled this. But 700 is a lot. So that means that 4 slices is already greater than your total daily intake. Or recommended daily intake. And 4 slices does not a cake make. I'm guessing it's like 6 or 8. Again, I don't know what sizes they use. Maybe they are just gigantic slices or something. Yeah. Only cut 2 slices, then aha, you've tricked the cheesecake system. My father's warned me it's going to be bad, and then it always is. Cheesecake sounds good. I think creamsicle flavor is super risky. I think creamsicle ice cream though is not risky, and that's where creamsicle comes from. Like orange and vanilla works pretty well. Yeah, if there are no slices, it's no calories. If you never touch a knife to the cake, then it's free. You won't put on weight because you're eating 0 slices. So that's just simple math. Yeah, what a great life hack. Step 1, get rid of knives. Step 2, profit. All right, so this is going to work pretty similarly to this other one. What does this do? We take in the adventurer class and we invoke it with an adventurer. This is on click though. I think we said we had to change this. The original is great, yeah. Well, and also just like, I don't know if you ever had an orange vanilla twist. Let me look this up. Oh man. Okay. This looks amazing. But yeah, something like this. This is also great. All right, so I'm going to just copy paste this for now, but we're going to change how this works. This is going to be a, ooh, how do we do this? Party member by class. We need to set the script of something differently. Can we do that? I don't know how this works. Will this cause an error? It won't. But will it have the right script? Possibly. Init with the adventurer class. Yeah, so this goes here. And then the on-clicked we're just going to ignore for now. gd.print. This should be coded at some point. Shrug. I don't see if this works. And then we got to consolidate this at some point to do consolidate this with the overload, which should be simple enough. Does Orange Julius still exist? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had that. Orange Julius. Yes, it apparently does. Hey, Physitronic. Been eating the same breakfast for 2 years. What's your breakfast? Whenever anyone says this, it's always oatmeal. So yeah, what's your breakfast? And tell me why it's oatmeal. All right, so I never set up this dialogue. We have the higher adventure. It's in protein. I knew it. I knew it. It's always oatmeal. If anyone's ever like, I'm super consistent about my breakfast, that's what they're having. Because everything else is too much work. Add party member. Don't care about this. All right, let's try that out. I've also been eating the same one for years. It's nothing. I drink my breakfast. I have a meal replacement shake. Gads, thanks for subbing. I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome. And in 2 different ways. Make the oats before I go to bed, drink it on my way to work. Yeah, I think so. A long time ago, I tried a bodybuilding diet, and it was nuts. It was like, I want to say like 4 eggs, maybe a quarter cup of oatmeal, and then they used some like berries in it or something like that. Something, maybe these are not the right quantities, but it was way too much food at the beginning, and then after a few days, it was like, oh, I'm still hungry. So you can get used to anything. Yeah, adding some berries is really good for that. Same thing with bananas or nuts or cinnamon or oatmeal is pretty versatile actually. And I appreciate it for that reason. We have these labels set to empty, so that means there must be an error here, right? Yeah, there is. All right, unable to cast an object of type party member to party member by class. Yeah, I was worried about this. We need to instantiate it as a party member and then put a different script on it. There's got to be a way to handle this in Godot. Let me take a look at party member first. Yeah, so problem. I have a scene called party member with the right nodes in it, but I want to choose at runtime between one of two scripts. So I know I can dynamically attach scripts, so I just don't know what's the way to do this in Godot. C# set script on node. 3,500 calories a day. Hard to get all that food in. I think if someone were to just put a plate of food in front of you and they're like, hey, here's everything you need, just eat it. I think that'd be way easier. I think the problem is actually just preparing it all, and it's just frustrating. All right, well, I'm guessing it's going to be the same general way that we do this with GD script, and there's just going to be some like set script thing over here. Party member dot set script. Yeah, there it is. I don't think this is in the right spot. Party member by class. Source, scene scripts, instance prep, party member by class. Oh, it is. Okay. So now what? This is the party member scene. Then this is going to fail? Because we're trying to cast this? Yeah, I don't know the C# way of doing this. Maybe we just kind of force cast it after this. What if I did this? They're not. No, yeah, you can't do that. All right, I'm going to try something here. We're going to say scene here, set the script, and then party member by class. Yeah. Cannot convert type party member to party member by class via reference conversion. Oh, you know what we could do then? We could set the root to be different. Yeah. Okay. Must be pushing really hard gym-wise. Yeah. Man. I want someone to just make food for me. Felt so bad never being hungry for a solid month. Still spending all my time prepping food. Yeah. And I guess the alternative is spending a ton of money. Because it's either you're spending your time or your money or someone else is doing that for you, and I guess you're not paying them. So maybe you have a group of people. All right, I gotta put party member base on this thing. That way we can cast it afterward. Why is this not working? What is going on? You should be able to drag a script onto a... It's considering it a change. Is it just not showing? No, weird. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to attach it like this then. Unfortunately, I don't know where it is. Party member base. Scene scripts instance prep. Scene scripts. Okay, so source / scene scripts. I typed 2 S's there. There we go. Party member base. All right, load that. It just crashed? No, it didn't crash. It's still not putting this on here for some reason. What's going on? It's a panel container. Party member base is also a panel container. Is it because it's abstract? Maybe that's why. Which this wouldn't change unless I build first, I guess. Training partner for the MMA guys. Oh, man. That's nuts. I think my monthly food price is around $600 US for 2 adults and a toddler. Huh. I don't know off the top of my head what we're spending on food. I don't tend to break it down by category. I just look at our overall finances. Oh, hey, I think this might have worked, but now it won't. It's not gonna let me put this on here, is it? No, it won't. Oh, if only. All right, well, we want this to be a party member by class, party member base. That's still not going to work. Okay, I want to try this. This is definitely not going to work correctly. Let's try the same thing down here, I guess. This is just party member. All right. There. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the rest of the issues right now, and I want to see if this just builds. Okay, surprisingly, that did work. Does a click handler work? No. Unable to cast object of type panel container to party member base. Yeah, because it doesn't know what the script of this thing is. Because I can't seem to attach it for some reason. Oh, now it worked. Okay, yeah, I think it was a build issue where I thought this was abstract and then the build didn't complete. It'd be nice if they gave you an error or something about that. Oh, it does give you an error. It just doesn't switch to the error tab. Should not be abstract. Okay, well, I came to the same conclusion. We got there. So now when I click it, does it show a thing? Still not yet. Add party member on line 115 of party section. Party member not set to an instance of an object. That bit is, oh, because I never set the script. Oh. All right. I want to see, there's got to be a better pattern for doing this because this seems a little ridiculous. But I think it should work now at least. And then we can try cleaning everything up and figuring out what these should be. So does it work? Still no. It's coming from here still. Interesting. Party member equals seen as party member. It's called party member, right? Yes. Huh. Why did this one work? Or maybe it didn't? Oh, no, maybe it didn't. Oops. Okay, so then this shows that I do not know what I'm doing with this. Yeah, so we're back to this problem. I'm not sure if I've done this before. I want this scene, but I want to pick what script it has at runtime, and I don't want to have to duplicate the scene, one with each kind of script. You can't instantiate, like I can't make a new scene here and then instantiate a scene like party member and then change the script on this, right? Can I? Oh, you can? Oh, well then maybe I just do that. I didn't realize you could do that. Oh. So then if I were to add in a new label over here, label, does it get added to this scene as well? No, but maybe I need to save this. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I do then. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they expect you to do. So Godot, we would make scene A, instantiate the base scene, and then apply script A. And then same thing with, hey, Habuka. And then same thing with scene B. I don't know if this is the expected way of doing things, but it makes the code easier too. All right, so then this is going to be called party member base. Oh, we already have one of those? Oh, we do have one of those. Okay, well, let's just attach this script. Actually, just not even have a script. Typically make scene B with the same nodes in a different script, inherited scene. Wait, inherited scene. You mean clicking this button, right? Yeah, creates an inherited scene if no root node. Oh. I think I see. Okay. I might have been trying something on Wednesday that was different from this, and I don't fully remember. So this is party member base. I guess we could give it this, but this is going to be abstract, so we don't even want to do this. So I'll make this back to abstract. Right click inherit scene. It might be the same thing. Where do I right click? In file system? Oh, new inherited scene. Yeah, I think this is the same as if you just click this button, given that it looked exactly the same. Creates an inherited scene if no root node exists. Yeah. Yeah, so what had I done? Had I clicked this and then instantiated it? That might have been what I had done. Yeah. Okay, well, I want to write notes about this too. So let's just for now write notes about how this works in Godot. Let's get it working, and then let's go wrap everything up. So party member is going to be an inherited scene. So just delete all of this. Inherit from this. Attach the party member script. Done. Now this gets saved as the same scene that we had. Party member. Good. Next, we need party member by class. Oh, and I should also rename these, shouldn't I? Yeah, party member by class. Maybe the name doesn't really matter. I don't know. I think they're going to get different names anyway, but sure. All right, now we just instantiate them. So this is party member. Party member. We don't set the scene. We don't do this. This is party member by class. I reverse these, but that's okay. We'll just copy paste it a little differently afterward. And then we rename scene to party member. And then swap this line. Oops, that's supposed to be 3 lines. Swap these lines with these lines. Okay, how are we looking now? It broke. Unable to cast type party member to type. Oh, I'm using the wrong scene. Yeah, this is party member by class. All right. Does the click thing work? Nice. All right. And what about this? Presumably works, but I have multiple. Yeah, that's working. Cool. Wow. We have no way of selecting these yet, so that would be the next step, I guess. Oh, we got to change a bunch of stuff. I got to wrap up what I've done so far. Version has this, neither battle state and life values. So comment why we have 2 different kinds of party members. Is there a such thing in Godot as an abstract scene? No, I guess that's not really something that makes sense. It wasn't the first try though. That's the real joke. And then clean up the code that I've done. We have a couple more things. Yeah, no such thing. Okay. I'll write that down too. No such thing as an abstract scene. Okay, so the onClicked here takes in an adventurer class. I don't want this to do anything special, basically. Like a party section should just be able to take in the adventurer class. Is this ever gonna make me wish I hadn't done this? Let's find out. Swap section. This takes in an adventurer. Remove party member. Get party member. We could still do this easily enough. Is there anything else we do when we click something? There should be. There should be the skill tree. Why does that not show up here? What? What does the skill tree do? Character selector. Party member. There should be an on-click handler here. Yeah, here. Select character. That takes an adventurer class. This is a different one. This is... what? I am very confused right now. This takes in an adventurer, but here it says adventurer class. Oh, this is weird. What is happening here? Party member. Yeah, something's wrong. And party member should probably have its own creator thing. Party member should have a static creator. What am I? Wow, how would this even work? Adventure. Adventure doesn't have a component here. I'm so confused. Oh, this. Oh my God, we're not. Oh, just realized we're not using the parameter. Huh. Interesting. So then this isn't needed. Yeah. Yeah, the whole base scene thing, I think I'm going to have to start doing that more and more when I'm doing UI stuff, because otherwise I just think it's going to be a giant mess. Okay, well, the good news is I think this is all pretty straightforward from here on out. The bad news is I have like a million files that I've been modifying, and I don't want to sort through this. But yeah, let's do it. So I think the first thing we need to do is make it so the party member has a single on click. And that its on click should probably take in an adventurer class, because that's something that the base has for sure. Yeah, whereas we do not necessarily have an adventurer. Yes, so now on click takes an adventurer class. We go change all of these. This should just be adventurer class. Any other places where this is done? No. So now there are listeners for this. The listeners need to go get modified. This does not take in an adventurer class. It actually takes in, oh no, yes it does now. In which case we could put this here. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, select character. I guess it does remove some lines of code, so we might as well do that. Close the game while we're doing that. Now let's go back to this and find the other listeners, which are all inside of these. Wait, no, something's wrong. This adventure party section associates it with the adventure that was added. Interesting. Very interesting. I think this is wrong though. I think we need to change this one too to be adventurer class. All right. Yeah, so now they can have the same on click. Do we have an adventurer class here? We don't, do we? Yeah, we do. Yeah. All right, now we go change the listeners for that. Again, should be pretty simple. This should just take an adventurer class instead. And then when we remove and add party members, I guess we do them by class. Yeah, I guess we have to. Shouldn't be too bad though, right? Remove calls get. Get is going to take in this. We're getting there. So now party member has, actually it should just have an adventurer class, right? Yeah. Wow, look at that. Okay, great. Now has party member needs to be modified, I guess. In fact, everything in here needs to be modified. We should probably just put the capitalized class on the clipboard. There's one more. There's add party member somewhere. Remove. Something else should be broken. I don't know where it is. Let's just build and find it. Yeah, this. Oh, that's not it. Cannot convert. Yes, this stuff needs to be changed. All right, so when we pass in a bunch of adventurers, we check to see if we have a party member by the adventurer. We could write functions for this, and it could just know how to fetch the class. Alternatively, we could just write a like get adventurer class. Adventurer component. I don't know where I would want to put this. It would be a static function that returns the adventurer class from an adventurer. It would look incredibly simple to write. It's just, does this belong exactly? I guess let's go back to that error and see if we just write out the code. Do I like how it looks? It would be adventurer component.get adventurer class. I think that's stupid. Yeah, I think it's stupid. I think we should just keep the overloads here. Has party members should just allow us to pass in an adventurer. And then this would just call turn has party member this. But that doesn't exist. So now we go get that public static adventurer or get adventurer class. Now, if we have an adventurer, you might wonder, why would I not just put this in there? And it's because I think I eventually want to delete the adventurer class. Because I don't think anything in here should really be there. Yeah. All right, now we write out this function. Get adventurer component and then return the class. Cool. All right, static should come before non-static members. So just throw that up there. And now we go write this. All right, we're gonna try that again. Adventure component dot get from the adventure. Great. Now we would need this for all of the different types that we have. So get party member. And there was one other one, remove, I think. Yeah, let's just try running this. I think it's gonna fail though. I think I did call it for remove as well. Yeah, I did. Yeah, remove. Oh, swap. The adventurer. You know what I could do? I could make both of these things an interface so that you can use them interchangeably. I think that's not a great way of doing things though. So remove and swap both need to be done as well. All right, let's copy paste this. Yep. Public void remove. This takes in an adventurer. And we just call into the other version of this. Yeah, there. And then we have the swap one that I need to go fix. That is here. All right, this takes in an adventurer class. Yeah, what if we did the exact same thing? Adventurer. And then just do swap. Should know what I want. Yeah. Except for I got this wrong. There. All right. Does not contain a definition for get adventurer class. Now we should be able to run it, and then we can clean up some other code as a result of this. Oh, that's really bad. Characters got stuck in a tree. Oh, it's because there are errors. What happened? Any component system, line 50. We're trying to get the adventurer class from an adventurer that doesn't have a class, apparently. Where's that coming from? Clear? Line 20. For a party member, huh? So it's in here. Interesting. So the adventurer must be null? Why is... Oh, darn it. Okay, yeah, I think I know what's going on. I think the adventurer... Oh, no, the adventurer couldn't have been null. Oh, they could have been because there's something in the UI by default and they're not really adventurers. And now that we're trying to remove them, we're expecting it to be set, and it's not. So we have no way of clearing these things. Party section. Remove party member by class. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. It's only this that's going to be a problem. And the way we want to do this is to just wipe these out no matter what. We don't need to get party member. We have the party member. We just want to free them. And then what is this thing? Guideline label as if the adventurers count is 0. Okay. Should be easy. We just do that. Child.free and then update guideline label. Is that what it was called? Yes, it was. Cool. All right. We got our click handler there. We got our click handler here, hopefully. Yep. Next, we wanted a static creator for party member. And that code should be taken from wherever I instantiated those scenes and put it to do consolidate this, yeah. So we're just going to copy paste all of this into party member. Make a public static party member base create. So one of these takes in an adventurer and the other one takes in an adventurer class. Good. And then we'll make a private static party member base create that takes nothing. And that's where probably this is going to go. Let's see. So we need to instantiate a different scene. And then we add and set up this stuff. This can't be here. Trying to think about this really fast. Did I do something stupid here? Should we have just had a should we have split this up? Right now we just have one party section and it could take in either adventurers or adventurer classes. Should we have had like party section adventurer and then party section adventurer class and they both just have an add party member? They take different arguments. I think that's the problem. And then I guess, like I said earlier, maybe what we would do is we'd have adventurer implement like an adventurer class source, and same thing over here. And then they just have ways of fetching what that is. It's just one function, but that would mean this is an enumeration. So this would need a function, and I don't think you can have that on C#, in C#. So I think what we need to do is we need to wrap it in a class, which would then get messy. But otherwise, the problem we're going to run into here is that we have like 2 totally different functions for this. Add party member. No, wait, no, we wouldn't have 2 different functions for this. What am I talking about? We don't even need that. Oh, what am I doing? This is going to be dead simple. we take this, we instantiate it, and we just return it, right? Do we even need to do anything else? No, I think everything else will get set up in a different spot. And then same thing here. Turn party member. Somehow I copied the same thing twice, so whoops. Yeah, this should change. Then I think we can comment out all of this for now and change these functions. So add party member is going to do party member by class party member equals party member dot create. Good, and then all the add stuff that we're going to do. So there should be some like private void consolidated foo. And we'll just put this in there for now. Party member. Actually, it's party member base. Yep. And call a consolidated version with that. Good. And then same thing over here. Good. And then copy this into the consolidated version and this into the consolidated version, and then actually consolidate them. So there won't be any creation of this stuff. We don't need this scene setting stuff, which I kind of wanted to put in my notes. So I'll just copy that there for now. Unclicked. We'll need to change that. This is the same. We initialize them differently. Yeah, we need to initialize them after it's been added here. Okay. All right, so delete this. Delete this. Okay. Now there's an on-click in both of these. Yes, this takes an adventurer class, and party member by class should also take an adventurer class. Yes, so now we can just delete them both and put them into the base class. Do we have any actions here now? No. Oh, this is quite a lot. All right, are we finished consolidating? Yeah, so then this needs to be as party member. And this needs to be as party member by class. I guess as can return null. But in this case, we know we're returning it, or we know what we're creating here. So I guess this shouldn't be party member based, it should be by class. And now these don't need the cast. Okay. I think we're probably good. This will be add party member. Yeah. Let's build. Okay, there's some error here. The event on clicked can only appear on the left-hand side. That's curious. Using the adventure class. Yeah, what did I do wrong here? This should be pulled from the base class now. Oh, you can't do that though, can you? You need to call it in a class that has the event. Oh man. C# inherited actions. Yeah, events are special. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to make a function in the base class. Raising an inherited event. Yeah, create protected methods. Yeah, okay, great. Well, that's what I thought. Oh wait, we have this derived classes should emit a signal if they care about. Oh, this is now consolidated. Okay, so then we can just delete this. This doesn't need to be here at all. Yeah. So we just put this here. This is not virtual anymore. And we're done. All right. Does it work? Yep, it says that should be coded at some point. I still haven't coded it. That's why, and this works too. Wow. All right, so now I think we have to just clean up. Add by this, yep. And then we need to write some notes. And then I'll take a break. Let's take a look at everything. So we have changed this to be available action indicator. Oh, wait a sec. There was something I already split here, which I was not a fan of because I didn't realize I could do things this way. But I think we have multiple, like, no, we don't have an NPC. We have a guild master, and this is just a copied scene from shopkeep. Yeah. All right, so that's another cleanup thing we have to do. Okay, make a base NPC scene and have Guildmaster and Shopkeep inherit from it. Write about inherited scenes, which can be created if you have no root node and instantiate a scene. And then write about how you may want to set scripts, but that's why you'd use inherited scenes. Yeah, I guess if I'm going to have to do this, this won't be a straightforward cleanup just yet. So I should probably take the break now. Plus, like I said, I think I should be valuing breaks a little bit more. All right, well, that means you can all play Jump Royale. So is it jump time? It's jump time. Hey again, close the game. Okay, let's get started on this that we have to do. So make an NPC scene and then inherit from it. Okay, so we're going to save this as NPC and delete the script, I guess. Yeah, because you're not going to ever make this. I guess if you want an abstract scene, you would just give it a script that throws an error from its ready. Yeah, in fact, you want this in practice, you can make a script called abstract.cs and just throw an error from its ready, or an exception from its ready function. Yeah, that's actually kind of an interesting idea. That way you make sure you're never instantiating it. Wait, what's kind of abstract. Okay, so there's the NPC. Now we want shopkeep to just delete everything, which I guess closes the scene. So there's no reason to do it that way. Where's NPC? There. NPC now becomes shopkeep, and we save this as shopkeep. Oh, and then give it the script. Shopkeep. Good. Then the guild master. What is your script? Presumably guild master. Yes. So same deal. Wow, what did I just do? I think I deleted the shopkeep script, which I hope I did not modify. Oh my God. I had the focus in the wrong spot. I did modify it. Oh God. Oh, can I undo this somehow? Oh God. I think there's like a version history, right? I could just pull from VS Code. History. There's a way to do this. Visual Studio Code. Get old version of file. Restore previous version of saved file. Local history and timeline view. Local history and timeline view. Go to local history. Right click. Go to restore. How do you do this? Local history. Here we go. Find entry to restore. Select file. Shopkeep.cs. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's saved a couple minutes ago. Done. Wait, how do you restore this now? Do I have to... Wait, how do you do this? They said you click restore somewhere. When you find the file, right click on it. And do timeline view. How do I restore this? I guess it doesn't really matter. We can just copy paste it. There might be a better way, but yeah, who cares? All right, now we just need to figure out where how do I close this? Now we just need to figure out where that file was. I want to close this too. Shopkeep. There, just do that. Oh my God. There. All right, let's write that in the VS Code note. Troubleshooting. Accidentally deleted a file. VS Code has a local history. Just type local history into the command palette. Yeah. All right, so we restored that. Not bad. Now let's just delete it through here. Good. Not that I even need to do that. Then we find the NPC. We rename this to Guildmaster. We find the Guildmaster script and put that onto this node. And then they should just work exactly like how it used to, except that I'm not totally sure where I had saved this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I didn't delete it. Okay, so then we should be good. Should run, should do everything it used to do. I don't even think the Guildmaster had any events or anything. Did I do that? No, I did nothing. So if I click build guild, yeah, there's the Guildmaster, and you can click them, but it doesn't do anything. But clicking other NPCs should work. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's look through this again. New quest indicators in its own scene. I'm actually happy with that change. I think that's good. Could be in the NPC scene or something, but we don't need to do that. Build guild dialogue. I don't think I fully finished this, but I think it'll be very obvious I haven't finished it. Instance prep. What happened here? What did happen here? There were all these gradients and stuff. Why are these gone? This doesn't sound good. Oh, this is party member. Oh, instance prep is just the folder name. Yeah, this makes sense. I moved party member into a base scene. Hey, Crazy, it's going pretty well. I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier in the week. And I've been making like good progress today, I'd say. So I'm a happy camper. How's it going for you? Having a good Friday? Yep, this is what I expect here. Party member class, this looks good. Okay, so we changed quite a lot here. I think this is still fine. What happened earlier in the week? Nothing much. I was just burning out. And I don't even think it was burning out from Skeleseller. I think it was burning out from everything else going on in my life. But I think a lot of that should be calming down now. Do you have an intuition on why you're feeling better? Yeah. It's some personal life stuff. And I am aware of the cause. It's not something I can easily share. But I had always been saying, like, hey, I think September is when things are going to go back to normal. And it's still September because next week is when I start my vacation. And while I do feel pretty good today, I only have until Wednesday to work on Skeleseller. Then I'm going to take like 12 days off. And then it's pretty much the end of August. So yeah, I think if we are back in the regular swing of things, I feel like everything's under control, then I think we should be able to work the rest of this year pretty consistently. There are going to be a couple of small times I need to take off, but I don't think it should be like 12 days again. I think it should be a couple of days here and there. So, oh yeah, I never coded this. This is, why do we even need this? What is this? Party member on clicked invokes the on click of, why did I do this? Party section. What? Wait a second. Yeah, what? Get a new camera? I got a new camera before I started streaming back in December. So you haven't seen a new one since the last time you were here, but I was using a webcam way back in the Botland days. I've got it in the spec sheet if you want to take a look. It's a ZVE 10, I think it's called. Yeah, this. And it's about 700 bucks. I think it was I'm like happy with the amount that it cost and how good it looks and everything. I still need probably slightly better lighting in the room. So does this happen when I click this? Oh, we have 6 errors. Cannot instantiate. Associated class cannot be found. Shopkeep.tscn. Oh, did I save that in the wrong spot? Or did I delete that too? Did I delete everything with shopkeep in the name? No. Why is it saying you can't find this? Shop 129. Shopkeep scene. Where are you? Shopkeep.tscn. Yeah, you're there. Scene, town, shopkeep. What? Can't instantiate. Make sure the script exists. Did I forget to put the right script on it? Why is hovering over this not showing me anything? Shopkeep.tscn. Oh, yeah, my bad. Okay. I think I just dragged the wrong file extension onto it. That's still wrong. Wow. Oh my God. I'm doing so many stupid things right now. I just moved this to a different folder and now the old folder doesn't show up because, oh, is there an undo? Oh my God. What am I doing? I think we just need to revert this and then delete this one. Yeah, I guess this is why you should use this dialogue. The problem is this doesn't have a filter. This one has a filter, but then I accidentally dragged the wrong one. All right, now are we good? I just wanted to see, did I put this click handler on the wrong party member? Yeah, now there are no errors. Ugh. No, it's not here for some reason. I guess because it's not considered a party section. Oh, no, because it's not something where you add by. No, I'm confused. Why is this only being hit for the new thing? We have 2 add party members. No, everything should converge here. On click. Yeah, it's getting hit for this. Oh, when it's buggy. Uh-oh. We're like duplicating adventures here. Okay, gotta fix that bug. Fix bug where the party chooser for a battle doesn't work. When you click a battle party member, it's not removing them from the battle party. Yeah, but there's another question I have, which is why is the character selector not a party section? Oh, it's not. Oh, interesting. It could be. In fact, I don't know why it's not. Hey, Nova Liminal, how's it going? How was the stream the other day? I didn't get to catch the rest of it. I don't remember what day it even was at this point. I assume Wednesday. And hey, Goose. I was just out of it. I feel like I'm on the recovery. Yeah. I hope it helped. Hope you got some followers and just more eyes on the stream. The other thing that's wrong here is these have life bars, or the first one has a life bar. The other ones don't. Not all of the party members have life bars for some reason. Yeah, the game is largely using an asset pack called Super Retro World, but then as time goes on, Quickie Joe, who's working on the artwork for this, is producing more and more artwork that's custom. So like these were all the ones that came with the asset pack, but then where is it? Game, assets, characters. Yeah, like these are all custom ones. So I really like this. There are also more graphics that Quickie Joe has done that I haven't added to the game yet that have just become to-do items on my list. But like I said, once things get back to normal in my regular life, then I think we'll be able to put more time into this and start adding those graphics again and just kind of cleaning things up. Yeah, so we have a bunch of problems. I'm gonna write something over here. I'll just say character selector probably could be a party section. I don't know if it has to be. I don't want to think about that right now. I want to go figure out why this is a bug. Yeah, we could. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think we're. Oh, darn it. I didn't think about this. We're adding by class. And we don't always want to add by class. So swap is actually coded incorrectly. I don't even know where swap is. Swap, here it is. Yeah, so swapping by adventurer class cannot be a thing. We need to copy paste this and do away with that. And now I think this will work. Yeah. This is kind of a mess. This implies that there should be some higher level refactoring being done. But let's see, does this work at least? Can we choose the party correctly? No, still we can't. I wonder if it's because this is being called with the adventurer class somewhere. Set battle party takes in the adventurer. Oh, on clicked. Yep, that's the problem. We pass it in by an adventurer class. All right, well, I think I know what we need to do. Yeah. Problem is that party section raises, and I can't ever type that correctly. Party section raises an event with an adventurer class when it should be raising one with an adventurer. There are other ways I could fix this too, but I think we should have 2 separate kinds of party sections. Or we should be able to treat these Well, yeah, there are lots of ways we can solve this. We need this to have an adventurer at some point, and this onClicked takes in an adventurer class as shown here. By the way, the difference of this, an adventurer has stats. It has a life value, it has power, it has fortitude. And an adventurer class is just something like, it could just be a string, the word rogue or the word mage. And this does not have life and power and stats and everything. And the reason why we need that differentiation is because when you're hiring an adventurer, there is no life or stats value yet. This adventurer doesn't exist. You haven't hired them. Hey, Darkstorm. And over here, your adventurer does exist, and you want to know how much life they have left. Oh, also, something else is probably wrong here, which is that this life value almost certainly is not accurate. Because it's not at full, and every time you're not at full, you should be healing. I'm not sure what could have caused that, though. What happens if I send them into battle? I can't even do that now. Well, what happens if I send them into battle from the beginning state of the game? Speed this up. Does their life heal? It does not. Oh, no. We're in bad shape. Almost done? Okay, yeah, cool. I'm having quite a time over here. Yeah, bug, life values aren't updating in the party member. Why aren't they, though? There should be... I want to look at that issue first. So here's party member. We should have like an update life bar. We do. Is this being connected to something? Yes. On health changed. Oh, I commented it all out. Well, that's why it's not working. We just need to put that back in. Got a question. What should happen when you pick up an item and left click it on the same place? It's a bug right now, but what should happen is, it'll be a little hard to demonstrate this, but I'll try to. So if you were to drag and make like a circle, for example, and then let go, it will put the item back down. If you click and let go, you should be able to now put it in the shop. But if you click back here, it should let you place it back to where you started. And it just doesn't let you do that right now. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. Creates 3 orphan nodes. Yeah, and then all the orphan nodes are things that I need to figure out later that I just haven't figured out yet. Well, I haven't even taken a look yet. Yeah. Yeah, I need to look at that at some point. Also, I know the event, this character's walking over the UI. That's not a very big problem, but change the order of the hire adventurer UI so that workers and adventurers don't walk on it. All right, so yeah, life values aren't updating because of this. So let's just uncomment all of this. Although, is any of this in the init now? Name and name label is. So those aren't needed. Setup texture presumably is, yep. And then battle state is only for this. Life is only for this. We don't need adventurer data. We apparently don't need that. Yeah, that should work. Let's go try that. That should fix at least the easy problem. Then we have some harder problems, some notes to write. All right. Tell me, how'd you make Google Docs use dark theme? I had it black. I use Dark Reader for Chrome. So I just use that extension. The problem with Google Docs is that Google Docs is the entire suite of everything Google Docs related. So it's slides, it's spreadsheets, it's Docs itself. And if you only want one of them to be in dark mode, I don't know if that's possible. But yeah, the reason I do this, I mean, I like it. Although what's annoying is it inverts everything. So like if I type a rage emoji or something like that, like you can tell these are just negative colors. But if I were to keep switching between like bright tabs and dark tabs, I think it would blind a bunch of viewers. But yeah, if you look at Sheets, for example, it's a little, well, this one's not too bad, but whenever you try to use colors, it does look a little bit weird. Like green and red, I guess, work well enough. But yeah, some of these, like this is gray with a background, and it's harder to read. Give me white paper and a black background. Oh, because you can change the background. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, be careful with Dark Reader because it can also just mess up websites because it is changing some CSS. So if a website ever goes wrong, now you have another thing you need to look at to find out if that's what went wrong. So does two separate kinds of party sections make sense? I mean, I know we have all these duplicated functions here now, but they have different parameters. So it's not even like we could just override from a base class here. And we call these differently too. Wait, we only ever call has party member with the, oh, interesting. We only ever call it with the adventurer, not even with the class. Is there some setting I should turn off or on Dark Reader? Well, so Dark Reader itself has this UI at the top. You should probably have it like off by default and then only check the websites that you want to have it on for. There's some way to do that. You should probably be able to figure it out. I don't think it should be hard, but that's what I suggest doing. That way you can make sites dark when you want them to be dark. Whereas I have like the whole internet dark right now. So if I just search for test, for example, like Bing is dark. And this makes some really obnoxious. Let me show you something. If I go to Google Maps, for example. Oh no, Google Maps, I think I have it turned off for Bing Maps, maybe. All right, maybe I just turn it off for those. But mapping sites are really, really hard to use in dark mode. It, like totally messes you up. So do we split this class as well? Not sure. Get adventurers. We don't even have adventurers on all of these now. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, these are all party members. Yeah, so I think this does need to be split. Although it is just a container of these things. Does it mess up pages that are already in dark mode? So that's okay. I think you should just try this out and see how it goes. But my suggestion is use like light mode by default and opt in to dark mode on certain websites. And then as you use it, you'll see how that's working and whether you want to change that. But like I said, it should be pretty straightforward. It does not know that sites are in dark mode or not. It doesn't have any way of detecting that. And I guess technically it could. It could probably like read the CSS of the page and see if the background is dark and yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward, simple extension. Yeah, and yeah, it's been helpful. I do recommend it for people who want to keep their monitor dark pretty much all the time. Now when I open a light tab for something, I'm annoyed by it. All right, let me take a look at something. Do I have this in dark mode? Yeah, I do. Yeah. So do I want to split this, and what would it mean if I split this? Like get adventurers just literally can't be done on a certain kind of party section. So already it seems to indicate that this should be split. Same thing with these add functions. I guess we always know that we have one kind of party section or the other. And we could have a base value. Yeah, okay, cool. It's a new shirt. It's not a new shirt. I haven't got a new shirt in a while. Yeah, it's two separate kinds of party sections. So we'll do that afterward. I think I just want to check this in for now. And I've been saying this for a little while because we just keep tacking on more changes. All right, looked through these before. We added in a decent amount of stuff here. Yeah, some of this is going to have to change. In fact, a lot of that's going to have to change. I'm going to just leave the print in there too. This isn't supposed to be final code. It's just supposed to be clean enough. The guild has a gigantic tile map. Okay, I don't care about that. Guild master, totally fine. Hire adventurer dialogue, that's going to change in a bit. NPC, yep, looks good, yeah. Now this had a bunch of things change. Why? Oh, right, because I added a bridge on the left side. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Adventurer component now has this function. Oh, which we never use in places where we could use it. So let's go take a look at that. So we have ecs.get component, adventurer component. All right, I just want to search for all of these just to get its class. Yeah, man. Okay, well, how about we do that in a follow-up commit, because this is cleanup. It's going to be search for this. and replace it with the new static function. All right, yeah, let's not worry about that. Let's go back to here. So what do? We just added a static function. Sounds good. This is extracting the quest indicator out in its own scene. This is building. We didn't have that originally. I've lost track of when we started. I think we started this on Monday and then didn't get very far. So I guess that makes sense. Get size of the guild. This is fine, but I don't think this needs to be here. I think we can just say like get size of a tile map. So clean up, move guild dot get size into a static function that detects the size of a tile map. Okay, guild master has nothing on it yet, but it will have something eventually. The guild sign just spawns a dialogue. Hire adventurer. I'm going to delete this stuff for now. Town added in buildings. Looks good. Party chooser. What happened here? Swap section for party member. This is by class. This should not exist. Yeah, this shouldn't exist. But we can't delete it yet. Delete the overload of this that takes in an adventurer class. It simply shouldn't exist. Okay. We got to delete a lot of these functions. And then clean up all the lint issues that we have too. Okay. Just got to remember the thing about linting issues. This is fine. That was mostly copy-pasted code that needed to belong in a base class. All right, cool. Let's go run .NET format. It's not going to fix all of the issues because some of them are ordering issues, and this doesn't know how to do that, but it will get rid of the unused imports. Also, it takes like 12 seconds. 13 that time. Cool. So now we can run rebuild, and this will tell us the rest of the issues. Oh, but not in this view, will it? Okay, so a field should not follow a property. I guess both of these are fields. All right, what else do we have here? Single line comments, those aren't even issues. Field should not follow a property. What is... hang on one second. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Okay, field should be private. Protected member should be in a different order. Where's the... Oh, this? I don't know what order that should be in. Man, I don't want to fix all this stuff. All right, is it building? Probably built. Did it? There we go. All right, so what are the issues we still have here? Party member base has a bunch of them. tile map is obsolete. I don't care about. And party member has one of them. A field should not follow a property. Cool. This also, I guess field should not follow a property. Sure. Create. Oh, we don't even take in an adventure? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so create party member, I guess is what we want here. Comments just begin with a space instead of some comment declaration. I think that would mess with me. What, Parrot? Where are you seeing that happen? The comments beginning with a space, I think what you might have seen is there are stale warnings every once in a while. And it said something like, if you're going to have a comment, let's say on this line, you can't just put it here, I think. Yeah, it says single line comments should not be followed by a blank line. So if I fix this, it doesn't always make the warning go away immediately, which is maybe what you saw. And that might have made it seem like it needs to start with a space. But the space is a new line and it just can't have a blank one after it because then it's not clear what it's commenting. Those are embedded warnings in the code. Yeah. This is coming from Error Lens. I've got a video I did on some of the extensions that I use, and Error Lens is one of them. And one of the other ones that people are like, whoa, you can do that, is I've got something called VS Code eval. So you can just type out arbitrary math statements and evaluate them. And you can do this with multiple cursors, and you can do it with arbitrary JavaScript. So like test.repeat 20. So there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do with this. But in general, just using it for math is good enough. It's like a lot of times you're like, wait a second, what is, 3 to the 5th power or something? And you can just type it in. All right, should not follow an event. The event is here. So let's put this at the bottom. How'd you inline XUJS with VS Code eval? It's an extension. VS Code eval. This one. Do we have any other events here? No. And then a field should not follow a property. But then it complained about the whole protected and public thing. Yeah, protected should come before private members. Oh, right, of course. Yeah. And then it says field should be private. Yeah, actually, I guess so. This should probably not be here. But I don't want to change that. Loving Copilot and VS Code. It's been pretty nice. I like it a lot too. Also, I did an interview with a product lead at Copilot, and it is actually on YouTube, although I haven't made it totally public yet. And I've enjoyed all of the interviews so far. That one is the newest one, and I plan on putting it online, like fully public, probably on Tuesday. Just got to make a thumbnail. And I hate making thumbnails. All right, so don't declare. So this thinks it should be private, and then what? We just make a protected setter for it. What if I did this? What if I named this life bar and did get set? Yeah. Now a field should not follow a property. Oh my God. The mess. Vince, thanks for the resub. Welcome back. An event should not follow a property. Man, I really strongly dislike doing this. And I don't even know what's accurate anymore. Which ones of these are just stale warnings? Visual Studio and Rider can both fix this automatically, I think. Oh, I see. This is considered a property as well. So this needs to go up here. I've just been moving lines of code around. This is the dumbest thing I could be using my time for. And like this, it says a field should not follow an event, but there is no event above this. I'm like super annoyed by this. All right, let's just not do this. This is a waste of time. Yeah, we got to figure out something better for linting issues. For linting issues, I need to find an auto fixer because it's just not worth the time moving lines of code around. Just rebuild. Yeah, but I've rebuilt now several times and it's still really obnoxious. And there have been different problems each time. I think I've finally gotten through it at this point. But you can see I rebuilt like 4 times above this. Capturing bits of code that would be better suited to methods to clean up update. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing, but I might have missed something. Yeah, your best IDE or editor for me, even though I don't like Java, it was for sure IntelliJ. Yeah, I think there are certain languages where my IDE choice would change. So yes, if I were using Java, I think I'd be using, yeah, probably IntelliJ IDEA. And that's what I used when I was working on Android Studio. So I got used to it pretty well. Honestly, for C#, I probably would prefer using Rider. And I just haven't switched. I'm not certain it would provide a lot of benefit. So yeah, in general, I like using VS Code for everything. Plus then I get all the functionality that I expect that works kind of everywhere for me. Is it going to stop highlighting these lines? I can't totally tell if it did or if it just hasn't kind of caught up yet. Yeah, this happens. A field should not follow a property, and it's not that, and restarting the extension host isn't enough to get it to fix. I need to like restart all of VS Code. Why do I have 2 instances of this open still? What is going on? What is this doing? Strange. Just meant I was cleaning up code and moving stuff around. Oh, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, and I think there is a good trade-off to make sometimes between incurring tech debt and moving fast. And then at some point addressing the tech debt. Ideally, you're just not incurring too much tech debt when you're coding, but yeah, sometimes you got to launch soon. All right, so now this can be create party member, and this can be create party member by class. And then there are only 2 colors, one of each of these. So we can just delete that, and delete that. All right, does this run? Yes, it does. Great. All right, where did we leave off with this now? Because I know I have made quite a lot of changes. I think I did not code the comments that I wanted. Do we disable the member order rule? I think it provides a very minor benefit. And I don't know if it's worth the cost. Because I think the cost, it's like, I probably just spent 5 minutes rearranging these things. And if there were an automated process we could use to do that, then there wouldn't be a cost and we'd get a minor benefit. But it's not like it's a major benefit. That consistency is not super important. I mean, it's nice to have everything where you expect it to be, but let's say these things were scattered at the bottom of the class or something, you'd still be able to find them. And there'd still be an outline view you could use if we were to just open this, for example. And this can order things in whatever order you expect. Yeah, you can sort by position, name, and category. So we could just sort by category, and then it's like, okay, there's everything you expect in the way you expect it, and it can never change based on the code location. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worthwhile right now, but I want to think about that again later. All right, so I'm just going to say add guild. This is really just the foundation for the guild right now. Not everything is functional. Also, some code needs to be cleaned up. All right, I'm going to check that in. Now let's start fixing these things. Yeah, so for one, I wanted party member base. So party members that have a life bar and battle stats should, I guess when you need a party member that has a life bar and battle stats, use party member. When you, yeah, I guess that's close enough to accurate. For example, because no corresponding adventurer exists yet. And technically this should be a C ref equals adventurer. Nice. Okay, so add comment about party member base. So there's the comment. Next, I want to go clean this up really fast. Yeah, so anywhere we do this, we can change to, what is it? Adventure component.get adventurer class. Adventurer. Yeah, but we need to make sure we can't just do a blanket find and replace for this. So here, for example, we can say adventurer class equals this. Then use it. Good. What do we do here? Nope, can't replace it there. Can replace it. No, that's the function itself. We can't do that. What do we use this for? Huh, surprisingly, just the adventurer class. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's get that. And delete this. And pull that in. Yeah. Next. Can't do it there. Can't do it there. Can't do it there. Here, apparently we can, right? We only use this for the adventurer class, yeah. ctac.adventure. Good. Yep, just working our way through these. This is a pretty minor change, but it's like we wrote a function, we might as well use it. Where are we? Skill tree? Okay, yeah. Can't do it there, can't do it there. Can't do it there. Level, can't do it there, yeah. Here we can do it. So what is this inside? This is town. Yeah. So how about we do it like this? Good. All right, any other town places where this gets called? That's is in battle. Skill points. Get the class. Good. Can't do that, can't do that. And what is this for? ACC Adventure class, cool. Does this change the party member at all? Why do we get this so far up? Huh. Good. All right, let's try running the game. This was a minor refactoring just to use this new function that we made. I'm just gonna click a bunch of buttons and hope everything works. You need to have at least one adventurer in your party. Oh, this is the problem that we had from before. You can't start instances because of another bug that I added. But you can if you do this. Yeah. Do you really have to build and start the game every time you're going to test? I just got hot reloading partially working. That's what this little fireball icon is here. but it doesn't always work. So when it works, yeah, I should only need to run the game once and it should just work everywhere. But since it's hard to rely on, I just end up rebuilding anyway, knowing that it'll definitely work when you rebuild. I think everything's working. If it's not, we'll probably find it at some point. There's always something broken. Yeah. Yeah. It's really too bad. But it's also an experimental feature right now. So hopefully it gets better. I'm going to take a quick look through all of this. Yep, nice. So refactor to use get adventurer class. This only slightly, I'm just going to not write a comment beyond that. Okay, so that one's done. Now fix the bug for this thing. So we need 2 different party sections. So we're going to do the same thing we had done earlier here. We're going to save this as party section base. And then we're going to make scenes for party section. This is going to be, I guess we're not going to rename this, party section. And then we're also going to save one that is party section by class. And then they're going to be 2 different scripts. So we have party section and then save this as party section by class. And then put that script onto here. Detach. Good. Okay, now we have the fun of refactoring all of this. Oh, also, before I forget, let's detach the script from here. There. All right, another one of these things. Let's go load up all the party section by class. Yeah, cool. So we're going to move some code into the base class. Base class is going to have, let's see, it's going to just have all of the structure and not any of the add functions, I guess. And then anywhere that deals with adventurer class, I guess we can just delete here. Yeah. Oh, which means none of this is going to work, but whatever, we'll fix that later. This is going to be a mess. Add party member. This can go in the base. Oh, man. Hey, Matt. Happy Friday. Yeah, this is going to be a huge mess. Oh, man. All right, this becomes protected. All right, I got to turn off arrow lens for a second. This is going to be nuts. Toggle everything. Hope housing prices in your town are better than mine. I think they've just been consistently going up. Although I just read an article saying that mortgage prices across the U.S. have hit like a 13-month low or something like that at 6.47%, I think. U.S. mortgage or interest mortgage rate. Yeah, 15-month low. Talking about your game town. Oh, okay. Oh. If I hadn't read that article this morning, I probably wouldn't have had that in my head at all. Very funny. All right, separating this stuff out. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tough. Yeah, 13,531%. You imagine the interest being that high? I still really want to make an economy game at some point, a multiplayer economy game. But there's the very core problem of what is an economy if nothing has a function? And I think there is no economy in that case. So you need there to be some game based around the economy. You can't just have it be an economy. And at that point, you're really just developing a game because people would want the game to be fun or else they wouldn't want to interact with the economy section of it. So I got to think about that some more. Although that's not the kind of game you just kind of hammer out in like a weekend. So this stuff inherits from party section base. Party section base is a VBox container. Why does this not? Oh, because this isn't named the same. All right, we're getting there. Oh. All right. So I think this stuff can go away. These things too. Set label. Get adventurers definitely should only be here. Add party member by adventurer. Yep. Let's get all these things. Has get. Cool, cool, cool. I don't even think we call this from over here. This thing that I made protected. I guess let's just make it private again. All right, so I think I want to delete all of these things. Yeah, and possibly this. Hard to know. Hard to know indeed, but maybe this one should be protected. On click dot invoke this. Cannot convert party section based on party section. Why is that needed? What listened for this? Party section not on clicked. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. I think we just had this taken a party section base then. And then probably these things need to also use the base. Party section base. Although this doesn't need to exist this way. We can just delete this one. How fun. How absolutely fun. Oh, this means we would generate two different on-click events. One that passes an adventurer and the other that passes an adventurer class. Which means we can't actually have the on-click look like it does. Oh, and this also can't change. Guideline label visibility. This apparently only exists for the other kind of party section. This kind. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Wow. All right. I think we should probably just delete the guideline label because I think that's going to complicate things here. Plus, how many times does it show up? We have a set labels call here, and that's it. Yeah, I think we should delete this. Just delete the guideline label since it's not providing a lot of value anyway. And we have to do a lot to accommodate it. And like I said, the only place it's actually used is this. When you have a battle party member, then we show you this label. Click a member of your battle party to remove them. And I think I want to revamp this whole UI. Although I'm not very sure how it's going to look yet, but I do have the task over here, revamp. Yeah, this. Revamp how you choose a party. Probably get rid of the two sections and just show all adventurers in one section. And then when you click one, it just shows a sword icon or something next to it, maybe. Might not be clear enough if we do that stuff, though. But I think we could just add in the guideline label later if we really want it. No order for your party that matters. Yeah, I'm going to delete this. If we want it back, we'll just get it back later. Please tell me that's the only place we did that, though. Yes, that was it. Okay, let's go fix up the rest of this. Party section has the guideline label. Guideline label and label. Yeah, and now that's not going to exist, so we delete that. But we delete this from the root scene, which means we now get rid of it from here. Anywhere else this shows up, yeah, just delete all of this. I don't care. Whoa, wait, what? This is not correct. This shouldn't have been guideline label. Should have been section label. Huh. Copy paste error. Okay. I think the base class is looking pretty good. Now for the other two classes, these functions don't exist. They shouldn't look like how they look. Update guideline label visibility. This doesn't need to be there. And then this one is like totally unorganized right now. Disorganized. Here, reformulate. This week has had its ups and downs, although fewer ups than downs, I feel. But I think we're getting back to a pretty good state now. I should probably take another break soon, but I want to just finish this up at least. Party member. So the on clicks are going to have to be different. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. So party section, anything that listens for that. Where do we listen? Just for swapping, that's it. Yeah, I don't see a problem with having different ones then. Oh man, okay. So each one of these should have an add party member? Yes. And this too? Yes, but that's probably a coincidence. Yeah, this one should go away. So we'll have different on clicked. Add party member init on click. And we're going to change this. So this is going to be by, excuse me, adventurer. This one's going to be by adventurer class, which we already have. Party member container, I guess we need to make that protected, which then this thing's going to complain at me that it's not a field, or yeah, it should be a property. We could rename it, but we can't probably do it yet while there are build errors because we won't know what to rename. Is everything done in here? All but these functions. All right, so these need to get reverted to what they used to be. We can just pull it right from here, party section. Remove party member. Yeah, you can just copy paste this, right? Got it, good. Has party member. Has party member, I think, could have been kept the same way, actually. We could have always had this just be by class. Although this would need to override it. But that could be in the parent class. I think we should make that change. So this, get party member, but then get party member needs to exist by class as well. Which it currently does. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Let's put these in the root class. Whoops, I copied the wrong one. Well, did I cut it or did I? Yeah, I cut it. Okay, well, whoops. Let's copy this up there too. Okay. So now we don't need has and get. We just need, this should be get their class ECS or no, adventurer component dot get adventurer class. Yeah. Please tell me this is not still an error. Inaccessible due to its protection level. Should have been public. All right, nice. Now we just need an add. Also, this should not be done. This should be party member. Party member is clicked by its, yeah. So we got to capture this in the closure here and then just ignore the class. Oh man, what a refactoring. Yeah, delete all this stuff. Delete this, delete this, delete this. And now we just need add party member, I think. Where is add party member? Here it was. So what did this do? We instantiated a scene and then we handle its on click and everything else. Don't we have that over here? We do have that over here. What am I missing? I don't know. At least not yet, I don't know. The onClick here should take a party section base, I suppose. Oh, even that I'm unsure about. Why did I do that? No, I don't think that's a smart move. I think we make this taking a party section. And make this taking a party section by class. And then where I have this, we have this taken party section. Cool. Are we almost done? This can be deleted. There's add party members, so this can be deleted. That one should be protected. It is. Good. Delete that. Remove by class. Will this always work? It should. Yeah, I'm going to put this here. And we're going to call this from this one. Why is this a problem? Remove party member. Like so. Are we good yet? I'm going to try turning error lens back on and rebuilding. Yeah, that was quite the refactoring. If we got this working, though, I think the code should be better as a result. There are still some problems here, but what are they? Can we look at them like this? No overload takes 2 arguments. Oh yeah, all these need to change. It's not set labels anymore. That one's fine. That one's not fine. Just search for this. That one. Yeah, cool. And then we have a problem here in party chooser. Why? Adventure section is what? Adventure section is not null here. Has party member doesn't take in an adventurer. Oh, I deleted that? Okay. Let's maybe not delete that. Has party member. Yep, let's put that back over here. And now what? Still a problem in this, because this is wrong. This is a party section by class, which means we need to go change it in the scene itself. Hire adventurer dialog. Can we do that easily? I guess just instantiate a new thing. Yeah, so delete this one. Rename this to adventurers and then make the name unique. There might have been a faster way to do that. Let's try doing that now. We're probably almost there. Okay, so cannot convert from adventurer class to adventurer. Why is that a problem? That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, it didn't know the type of it before. Now it does. Oh, so now it built. Okay, can we click this? No. Object not set to an instance. VBox container to type party section. Party chooser line 21. Why is this a problem? Party section in the party chooser. That shouldn't be incorrect, right? What is the type of this? Oh, this is a base? Oh, man. Oh, no. Can you just change a type? I want it to be the same name and everything. I guess let's just remember the names. It's adventurers and party. So I'm just going to delete both of these. We're going to instantiate 2 new ones. Party section. Party section. Party, and it has to go at the same level it was before. There. All right, I think there were 3 errors, and I only corrected 2 of them just now. Although maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's try running this. No, it built. Okay, can we click? Oh, wait, no. There's never a problem with building. There's a problem with running. So unable to cast a party section. This is the exact same problem. That's bizarre because I just... Oh, wait. Did I save? Yeah, I saved. This is the wrong one. What? I just manually did this and I picked the wrong ones? Hold on a second. I clicked instantiate. Party section. Party section is this. It doesn't have a script. Oh. Maybe that was the problem the whole time. Which means that maybe we can just undo the changes I put here. Doesn't seem like I can. Seems like it already saved them. So whatever. There. Are we error free? Yes, we are. Does the click handler work? Yes, it does. Does this thing work? Yes, it does. And what about the party chooser over here? Oh, yeah. It's all working. Yeah, nice. Very, very cool. Now we got to fix the linting issues, but I want to take a break first. So where I left off, fix the linting issues. I guess we already had it where I left off, and then the right notes about this stuff. C and Godot. Whoops. I meant to just select this. Okay, well, we've made good progress, but this was all really the task that set us out here. And this is why I say this is like a problem A scenario that we have here. This old picture. Anyway, the problem that we had originally was just we want to build a guild. The guild is where you hire adventurers. Adventurers up until now have always been something with a life and stats, and they existed in the overworld. And now what we're trying to do is make it so that you can hire your first adventurer, so they don't exist in the overworld. So there's no adventurer to tie them to. We could have just made fake adventurers, but I don't know if that would have been a good or bad idea. But it certainly would have been a faster idea. So yeah, we were on like problem D in this whole list. And we have finally gotten back to problem A. I'm going to go take a break. And then when we come back, we're going to clean this up and write some notes. Is it jump time? It's jump time. again, close the game. All right, so fix the linting issues. Let's go do that. Actually, this isn't going to fix them. I'll need to rebuild even through here. We need to wait for this to be done first. There we go. So what are all of the issues? Even just this process, by the way, of like viewing them all is kind of annoying sometimes. These are the tile ones. Then there are just the ones in party section base, which should all be the ones at the top here. Field should be private. Yeah, so we rename this to party member container and then put get set on this. Then a field should not follow property. Then this should be separated by blank line. Public should come before protected. And then the blank line again and not two blank lines. Oh, there's still another protected one. Okay, that should fix all of the issues except for the ones that are unfixable right now because they're in generated scripts, but we're going to fix those later by actually changing the tile map stuff. So that's done, and we can check this in. Let's go do that. So this is split party section. So now there should be, yeah, everything should just work fine. I'm just taking a quick pass over this for right now. Yep. Okay. So the thing I want to now take a deeper dive into is there anything that can be removed or consolidated from these classes? Party by class. There. All right, so add party member looks pretty similar. We create a party member, we call add, then we initialize them. I guess we're initializing them in different ways, and our on clicks are different functions. So I guess, yeah, nothing we can really consolidate there. This, ooh, none of this should exist. Yeah. Okay, that is much better. And that's pretty good. Okay, you know what? I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, nice. Okay, so split party section. This fixes a bug with the party chooser where we were getting an event with an adventurer class, even though we had fully formed adventurers. Yeah. All right, write notes about this. Let's go do that. Godot engine. Scene. Actually, I want to write this as like inheritance. We don't have anything about this, do we? No, we don't. Let's put this up here somewhere. Scene inheritance. So sometimes you'll have a scenario like this. You have an NPC scene that has, or well, you have a scene that has the structure that you want, but you want to derive children based on that scene that have different scripts. Yeah, so in that case, you can use scene inheritance, which let's see if there's a resource about this online. Not an official one, at least. Yeah, which is kind of strange. Huh. Where's the Godot documentation? And if we just type scene inheritance, does it show anything? Scene organization. They might have something in here. I don't really need to get an official resource on this. I just want to see if they had it. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need anything. All right, so now you can use scene inheritance. Just make a new scene and instantiate a scene into it without having a root node. Should make everything turn yellow. Yeah. Does it say it's inherited? Yeah, inherits. Yeah. Wait, so I want that to show up, but I want it to show up on the side. So let's do that. Yeah, how do I change that? There we go. Nice. There. Actually, do I want to annotate this at all? I guess with this, inherits. Cool. As you can see, the nodes in that scene turn yellow, and hovering over the root shows what the scene inherits from. This way, actually, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess if you find yourself trying to call set script, then it's probably that you made a mistake, especially if you're doing this in C#. If you find yourself, another indicator that this is the pattern you want is if you find yourself trying to call set script, should be in backticks, and casting type of the scene to something else. All right, good. It's good. And then note that there is no such thing as an abstract scene. If you want this in practice, you can make a script called abstract and throw an exception from its ready function, which I kind of want to do. No, wait, no, that wouldn't work. What am I talking about? Because we do something in the ready function here. Is there a way to tell that we did not derive from this? I guess we could throw an exception in the ready function if the name of the class is party section base. Yeah, you may potentially need to check the class name at runtime if the base class needs its ready function for initialization. Yeah. Okay. So we've got that. Now I want to go make this into its own function, guild.getSize. Do we have anything sort of like this at all? Tile map. I don't know where we'd even put this if we had it. I don't think we have anything like it. Where am I trying to find this? Extensions, item functions. This would be like a map function. Maybe we call it like node functions. Functions town. This is types. Because all this is doing is it's taking in a tile map layer and getting the size of it. In our case, we'll have many tile map layers. I think node functions probably makes sense. This just has to be on a node 2D. And why does it even have to be on a node 2D? I don't think we do anything here. We just call get children. That's on node. We can make a tile map layer extension, but this is on the parent of all of those nodes because tile map layers are going to appear. There are going to be many tile map layers underneath something. And what is underneath is probably just a node. I mean, we could still make an extension on node, but I just don't think it makes sense to have it on every node. Layer.get used rect. Size, game size. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think we'll make a new thing. Node functions. What does this do anyway? This gets us the size in pixels of a... I'll show you the scene that we have here. So the guild has two different tile map layers, and we want to know which one's bigger. Like the house could have a sign that juts out all the way to the right, for example. In which case, that's the bigger layer. Maybe this has something that's bigger. Actually, this assumes that they're all kind of self-contained. So I guess technically this doesn't do exactly what we need, but it's close enough. All right, so where do we store one of these animation functions? Yeah, sure, let's take that one. So we'll save this into node functions, and we'll call this tile map size. Yeah, then the namespace needs to change. game source node function. Tile map size. And then just delete all of this. Okay, so copy this over to here, make it static, call it in pixels, I guess, and have it take in a node. Node.getChildren, have it use game constants still. Rest of this should be fine. Then get size, just gonna call into that. Return tile map size, get size in pixels. There. Easy peasy. I just forgot link. If you don't mind, can you explain about your game? Yeah, sure, Suraj. So this is a game called Skeleseller, and I'll paste a command in chat for you. This is someone asking on YouTube, by the way, for anyone on Twitch wondering who I'm responding to. Ignore this dialogue here. But the way the game works is you're running a town, and you hire adventurers to do battle for you. And when they win these battles, they'll put items into your town, and then you are a skeleton, you will go and pick these up. This happens automatically, and put them into your shop, and then customers who are wandering around your town can go buy those items. So that's the general gameplay loop. A lot of it's very laid back, kind of semi-automated. So you're not directly controlling a lot of these things. And what we're working on now is actually this, even though it doesn't look like it, but you can build a guild, and then, oh, that should actually cost money, by the way. We should do that. Make sure building the guild actually takes money from you. Yeah. So this has been done. Let's check that in. Oh, and then also probably write what this does here. It's the size of the tile map of the largest. I hate typing out these CREF things here. Tile map layer. Yeah, good. That's it. Thought the guild would be a building with a storeroom. Oh, the building with a storeroom. It might have some part of a storeroom in there. I don't know. Like, you start with a table. That's your storeroom at first. I don't know where the table is. So I guess it's got to be near your portal. To be near the portal, maybe. I'm not sure. For now, we're just we're just coding stuff, and then we'll figure out how it all fit together at some point. Gets the size of the largest tile map in pixels underneath the given node. Note that this assumes that. Nah, I'm not gonna write anything about assumptions here. I think it's fine. Creating a game like Overlord. I've never played Overlord, so I don't know. Overlord game. It says this is action role playing, so I don't think so, just based on that. Yeah, this is not an action game. Refactor get size into a static function, a mostly static function. Well, yeah, into a static function, sure, fine. You are a team org. Can you check out the FAQ? It's got the answers to a lot of the questions I assume you're gonna have. It's just the link right above your messages. We are a team. I don't mean to be a jerk. I just mean to say that you're probably gonna ask all the frequently asked questions, and that's why we have an FAQ. All right, so change the order of this so that it shows up. Oh yeah, we just threw it in the town. I don't think this is even gonna be a problem eventually. We just need to put this in the UI layer. Or do we? No, I don't think so. Well, how does this work for shopkeepers? All right, so if I click this. Oh, I think I know how it works for shopkeepers. We just put the shop above everything else, right? Shops. Yeah, that's above the customers and the workers and everything. Okay, we would do the same thing over here. although the dialogue that we make, this must have a z-index set on it, right? Yeah, it has a z-index of 5. I think we would just do the same thing for the higher adventurer dialogue. Just set a higher z-index on here. Layout, ordering, here. Just set this to 5 as well. All right, let's go take a look, see if that fixes it. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, so fix ordering of higher adventurer dialogue. There we go. All right, done with that. These things are done. This has been on my list forever. Let's just go fix this right now. On max health takes in a delta. Do we ever use that delta anywhere? We do. Why? I said it should stop taking in a float, but we use it. So I don't think we can get rid of this. I don't know how else you'd figure out how to update your max life. You'd have to pass in something. Okay, well, then delete that. Okay, let's try to keep this all together. So I'll just go put this in here. Edit. And paste. So where do we leave off? Clear a spot on the map for your first shop. We said we were going to do adventurer stuff. I should really just move wherever the adventurer stuff is. Yeah, so this whole thing should go up here. Till then, just grant you an adventure when you build a guild. Until you have an adventurer, you shouldn't be able to open any adventurer-specific UIs. Yeah, so we have the UI right here. And you should be able to select one of these, which you can't do right now. And then you should be able to click hire, which you also can't do right now. So only enable the hire button once you have an adventurer selected. All right, how do we handle selecting? Well, we have a character selector, and in here we keep track of, we have an on character selected, and we just call this based on the thing that was invoked. Yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing from, what's that thing called? Hire adventurer dialogue. Yeah, we have a party section, and in here we want to listen to an on click. Love when that happens. On click, yeah, there it is. All right, so adventure section dot on click plus equal on adventurer clicked. Okay, I need to restart this. And I don't even think restarting the extension host is going to be enough. We want a little red squiggly to show under here. Is there like a more powerful restart? There's this, restart to update. Which I guess we'll just do that. Because I wanted to update anyway. Then we'll look through the patch notes really fast. Configure which browser you use for opening links. Easily revert, create a revert PR. Easily configure auto updating of extensions. CSS file references. What's this one? This sounds interesting. Oh, neat. Okay, what else did they change? Move panel to top. Oh, that's also cool. And Copilot uses GPT-4o. Oh, interesting. So this got better? We've upgraded the Copilot chat view. Oh, only this chat view. Constantly experimenting with best models, yeah. Oh man, I don't use the chat view. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, well, this part got fixed. So now we generate this. Party section and the adventurer class. Okay, so when you click this, we want to do pretty much what we did over here. So copy paste this over to this. So for each party member, we're just getting them here. It's not really that smart. I feel like the party section should just have a way of setting a party member is selected or not. In fact, I'm not sure why we ever didn't do this. Maybe I just didn't have a need to do it. Party member has a way of knowing it's selected, does it not? It does. Oh, it's in the base class now. Yeah, so a party section should know about this, which means we should probably refactor this too. Oh man, there's a lot of refactorings. Can we easily do this, or is this going to make everything a pain? Oh, let's go take a look at the scene. Where's party section? We're going to do it like we're going to use this one. This has available adventurers. Yeah, I think we should be fine. The only issue is, what does it mean when something is selected? What does it mean? Does reflect battle state. Wasn't there something about like highlight a name green? Where does that happen? Where does that happen? Oh, here it is. Oh no, that's reflect battle state. What? Update available skill points label. That's not it either. Where do we... I know we set this to green somewhere, right? If I level up the adventurer, yeah, it turns green. Where does that happen? It's not in party member, apparently. Wow, I do not know. All right, let's just search for modulate. We'll eventually find a green one here. BRGB, so it'd be 0, 1. Or it'd be colors.green. I don't know where it is. Oh, here? Party member dot set name color. Oh, wow. Self-modulate is what I should have looked for. Okay. Set name color. That's not going to be a problem, right? I don't think it's going to be a problem. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we got to do. We're going to change the character selector to use a party section, and then move the selection stuff into party section. Okay. So we want to put this over here. Does it keep track of its party members? No. Probably should. Select character. So this is going to select by adventurer class in this case. I think that's fine. And then the other party section can just have a way of overriding this. Okay, so party member, get each of these. This is party member container. We should just store these off. This is kind of silly. Yeah, write this, store the party members in... No, I don't want to do this. All right, is selected. That looks good. Selected adventurer class. Why do we need this? We need this so that the party section can tell you at any given time which one was selected. And this currently existing character selector. So, all right, we'll just put this in here. Although its set should be private, right? In fact, it probably should have been private over here. Maybe that's going to break something. Did anything ever set this? Skill tree, nope, nothing did. Okay, not a problem. Okay, then on character selected, we don't have a signal for that just yet. So let's start with this. And in the hire adventurer dialog, when you click something, let us just call adventurers.select by the adventurer class. Yeah, let's try that. All it's going to let us do is have a little visual effect that an adventurer is selected. It won't let us do anything beyond that. And even that didn't work. Why not? Section on clicked. On adventurer clicked. Is this not getting hit? It must not be. No, it's getting hit. This just doesn't do anything. Go through each party member. Oh, we don't have any party members. Am I not adding these to the right spot? Oh, how embarrassing. How utterly embarrassing. So I think what's happening is we are not putting these into the right spot in the scene tree. Kind of hard to tell right now, though. Let's take a look in here. Oh, we don't need to do that. We can just search for a hire. Is it not called hire? What is it called? Hire adventure dialogue. What are you? Yeah, you're called hire adventure dialogue. I have these adventures available for hire. Is that not what shows up? Yeah. Huh, that's weird. Why is typing in hire not showing that dialogue if it's there in the scene? Oh, there. No, there's the. I think it just doesn't have the right name. Okay, well, why did I look at this in the first place? Oh, right, to see what the structure is. And there's just a menu. This does not seem correct. There's a menu here. Label adventurers button. Can we just search for adventurers? What is going on? Something's very much amiss here. This is showing here. I have these adventurers available for hire. And yeah, I can't find it in the scene tree. It's right there. Why did this not show up when I typed adventurer? Now it's showing up. Oh, I needed to fully expand this. Okay, that's not what I would expect. I would have expected if I filter to something, like I'm just here and I type adventurer, that it expands the scene tree to the point where I can see what it is I'm searching for. Is there a way to do that? Auto expand selected. I guess it's only when you select something though, by clicking over here. That's unfortunate. But yeah, here's our issue, right? Is that we have party member container, which is an HBox container. Where's our HBox container? What? We don't even have an HBox container. It must be inside the scene. Yeah, there it is. So this thinks it doesn't have. Wait, there's a select thing, right? Where is selected? Party member container, get children of type party member. Weird. I don't see what's wrong. Yeah. Oh, because it's a party member base? What a shame. Okay, I think that should fix it. Hey, nice. Now you can select one of these. Yeah, so once something's selected, we could click higher, but we're not quite there yet. So on character selected, is this going to break any other dialogues that we have? Select character would never be called here. And do you even have the concept? This is not one of those things. And this doesn't select on click. So yeah, I don't think we have any issue here. I think we just need to manifest this, which we do like so. Type or namespace of action can't be found. So we invoke this. And now something needs to listen for this. What's going to listen for it? The hire adventurer dialogue. Hire adventurer dialogue. Okay. On selected plus equal. We don't actually even really care what we selected. All we care is that we're going to enable the hire button. Hire button dot disabled equals false. Yeah. Okay, now let's get the hire button. Button, hire button. All right, where are you in the scene? Hire adventurer. What? There it is. It's just called button. Okay, we're gonna access his unique name and rename it to be hire button. Okay. Hire button. And that's that. Oh, this takes in a character class? Adventurer class? I don't even know what this takes in. Yeah, an adventurer class. All right, let's run it. Oh, it's not going to do anything because it's never disabled by default. We need to disable it. Yeah. let's disable this. How do we do that? Disabled true. Okay, so it's disabled. And now we click an adventurer and it becomes enabled. And there's no way to deselect an adventurer. If there were, then I guess you'd have to disable this button again. All right, then when you click hire, it should do something. And it doesn't right now. Hire button dot pressed plus equal hire selected adventurer. Hey, Ben. Okay, this is going to raise an event right here. And it's going to be on hired adventurer. And that's what we're going to call from this. And we need to get, oh, wait, yep, that's exactly what I want. Cool. And then the thing that's going to listen to this is the town. Town has a hire adventurer dialogue. No, it doesn't. Oh, I never fetched it, and it doesn't belong here anyway. But I'm still going to get it, because who cares? Debug set up hire dialogue. Yeah. Private void. So we're just going to put this here for now. So we are going to get the hire adventurer dialogue. Where is this in the scene tree? Right there. We're just going to make it unique. Can you not save when you... Oh, you can't. Okay, yeah. All right, so get the hire dialogue, and what is it called? On hired, I believe. Yeah. On hired adventurer is going to take in the adventurer class. What I'm working on? I'm working on a game called Skeleseller. Yeah, I pasted in the skell command. It takes up to 4 seconds, but it will respond. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there's an FAQ in here if you're curious to find out more. The game is also playable, and it's a somewhat new build. So there aren't that many changes I have right now that you won't also have if you try out the game. But there's a lot of feedback we got, so that's what I'm starting to address right now. All right, so we get the adventurer class, and then we want to hire them, but I don't know how we hire adventurers. Oh, like that. Well, isn't that easy? Adventurer class, and now we don't even need the lambda. Wow. All right, let's try it out. Also, it should hide the dialogue, I guess. So now when you click, so right now I have, oh, that's broken. Oh, that's very broken. Oh, you don't need to try it necessarily. I was just saying, if you want to find out more about the game, you can take a look at the FAQ. Node not found, hire adventurer dialogue. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? Hire adventurer dialogue. Did I type it wrong? Hire adventurer dialogue. No. What? Alter the town scene. It's technically not in... Okay, I see the problem. Oh, man, that's annoying. Okay, we got to get it relative to the town, which I don't even know if we have that town node. It's this. We'd have to get this, but this doesn't have a type. And then from there, we need to get the other thing. Get node, town node path, get node. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, so we have the rogue. We're going to click the mage. We're going to click hire. And it says not enough money. Yeah, whoops. I forgot this had a cost associated with it. Well, whatever. We just grant ourselves money and then click hire. Yeah, we got our mage. Well. The new dialogue is pretty much working. So there was some tiny cleanup stuff. Hide the hire adventurer dialogue after hiring and stop having hiring cost money when you add the adventurer, I guess. Yeah. This stuff is not super important yet, though. We're going to do the rest of the refactoring for the other task I was working on. This is Godot, yes. Godot and C#. This is going quite well. We've got some momentum. So the next step is making character. Actually, you know what? The next step is probably to just check this in and then make the character selector take this thing. An event should not follow a property. I'm so sick of this. Party section base. This. What was this even where the issue was? Why is. Oh, I got the wrong one. Yeah, here it is. Event should not follow a property. Cool. All right, higher adventure dialogue, town scene, that's fine. This is good. On adventurer clicked. Yeah, I like it. This is fine for now. Shouldn't be there in the end. And character selector has a private set. Yeah. Okay, so what do we do here? We allow hiring adventurer through dialogue. Trying to earn some money new to freelancing. Are you trying to earn the money using the shooting simulator? Because I was going to say that's probably going to be very, very tough. Or are you trying to earn it just like doing any sort of freelance job? Because I think that in general, trying to earn money through solo game dev is very, very difficult. But if you're just trying to earn it through anything, then it becomes a find contracts you feel you can handle. Maybe find an agency to find those contracts for you, and then network with people. Go to different meetups or places, see if there are jobs you can get, basically. Because I mean, that's freelance at a very high level is finding someone who needs your services. And the finding them can be hard, and the setting up the contract part could potentially be hard if you have never done it before. Yeah, anything. Yeah. So I would say to look up jobs that you feel you can handle, and then yeah, throw your hat in the ring. I think established freelancers probably have like a pipeline for all of this already. Like, here's where I go for clients. I have some maybe more regular clients. Yeah, I'm going to commit this. Okay, now to get the character selector to use a party section. If we've coded everything well, then this shouldn't be that hard to do. What is the character selector? It is a grid. Why is it a grid? Also, this brings up an interesting question. What happens if we added the same class a whole bunch of times? I'm gonna just duplicate this a bunch. Let's throw in another couple rogues throughout. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. I think we might want this to be a flow container instead. Yeah, it's just a gigantic dialogue. Okay, well, we probably should not allow for that. But we also probably shouldn't allow this to just go on forever. But yeah, I think a flow container would make more sense. So let's go make that change. That should be pretty easy. We just change the type of this. Oh, we can't do that here. We change the type of it here. We just change type to flow container. Oh, there are two different kinds of flow containers. We want whatever the item one did. End battle screen. What do we use for that? Scroll container, and then the loot container is the HFlow container. So we want it to be an HFlow container. Why is that? What is a flow container? Huh. Yeah, I want HFlow. Okay, now we change the name of that to HFlow container. Now we change the script. HBox container is gonna be HFlow container. We can probably just rename this everywhere. Now there's no concept of alignment. Oh, darn it, which means you can't center party members, can we? Ooh. Is it as powerful as Unity? I don't know a one-to-one comparison, but Unity is more mature, so probably it has things that Godot can't do. But yeah, I haven't used Unity as in-depth as I've used Godot. There is alignment on this one. What's the problem then? Why is it complaining? Operator equal cannot be applied to this. Oh, is it a different kind of alignment? It's a flow container alignment mode. Oh. And where's this one? This is a box container alignment mode. Flow container alignment mode dot center hopefully exists. Yeah. Wait, what happened? What happened here? Give me a sec. There. Got it. Okay. Is that the only issue we had? I think so. So now if we refresh, it might look exactly the same, but that's only because I didn't set a maximum size on that container. Oh, no, it flowed. Okay. I wonder how it decided to do that. And you're never going to have a dialogue that looks like this. Or if you do, this will be like, no, you'll never have a dialogue that looks like this. Because we'd never have that many adventurers. We would need double this number in the game. Yeah, anyway, there's not a problem here. Now that is a little interesting. Because we have duplicated classes, you're selecting all of the same kind of class at once. But also, that'll never be a problem in the game because you won't ever be able to get duplicate classes. All right, so it's an HFlow container. And that way, in the skill tree, we can do the same thing we were doing now, right? Yeah, because it was a grid. And there was no reason to have it be a grid, I guess. So we're going to instantiate a party section. And then we go put this up here. We call this character selector. We rename this one to old. Then put this like that. Access as unique. And now we got to make a bunch of changes in the skill tree. A decent number of those. So the character selector is an HFlow container now. Is that going to cause any problems? Not immediately. So let's just try running this. I doubt it's going to work. And we're going to need to change some things anyway. Yeah, they're just buttons, which means that we've broken this. Oh, wait, no. It doesn't mean that we've broken this. It means that the old thing is what's showing there. And then this is saying we can't cast a party section to a character selector. Yeah. How do I track my backlog task? I use GitHub projects. So if we go to this and go to this project, I have add the building system right now. And then the backlog is all of the tasks, all of these things. So at some point, I will eventually click this and I'll say, okay, put this into the project and then prioritize it. You can just drag in between columns. I haven't done this because this week has been quite hectic. But normally I do sprint planning. I just didn't because I didn't do anything yesterday because I needed a day off. Okay, so the problem here is that this is a party section now. This is a party section. And then we don't need this. We don't need this. We probably don't need that anymore either, right? Yeah. Wow, this is way better. What's this thing doing here? Oh, this is when you hire an adventurer. Vircello, yeah, anything that works. Yeah. I think as long as you have some task management, it's fine. The problem is when people, actually I've seen this happen at every job I've worked at, which is there will be a task that comes up, and if in a meeting no one says, yes, I will take that task, then it just evaporates as soon as it's said. And even when some people say, yes, I will take that task, sometimes they're not organized enough to actually write it down or follow up on it or prioritize it. So yeah, lots of little issues with that stuff. I don't want that to happen to me. So select character doesn't need to exist anymore. I think this is it. I don't know. Does this work? Still no. What's the problem? Script inherits from native type VBox containers, so it can't be assigned to a grid container. What script? What is... What? Oh, I shouldn't keep the old one here. We should just delete this. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, the old one had the same script, but now it's a different class that I'm inheriting from. Did that work? Not quite. Now what's the problem? Only cast from party section to character selector, and that's happening from skill tree, line 42. It should still be a character selector. Oh, I know what's happening here. I didn't ever give it a new script, did I? Nope. Well, whoops. We just need to put this on here. There we go. Hey, neat. It's taking up the whole space. I don't want that to happen. Well, let's see what happens when we hire the mage now. Not enough money. Let's see what happens when we hire the mage now. Nice. Add another one. Okay, so this is a giant mess. We need this to not expand. And I don't know what we do to prevent that from happening. Should I download the game to try, or is there an online version? You'd have to download it. So if you want to play, yeah, you'd have to download it. And part of the reason why is Godot right now doesn't allow exporting to a web version from C#. Hey, Syntonic. How's it going? Do you accidentally have caps on, or are you very excited? And if you are excited, what are you excited about? Ah, okay. Hey, yo. That's very different. Anyway, good to see you. I think we've broken this. This works fine. Why is this gigantic? There must be some container sizing thing I need to set. Just close all these tabs. Imagine not being able to make a web version. I guess it used to work at one point and then it stopped working. I don't know what's going on here. This is set to fill. Yeah, we want it set to shrink begin. That's kind of okay. But can we just give this a minimum size that's at least the size of the dialogue? Wait. I want this to fill the container, but then I don't want each individual child to fill its parent. Is there something in here that's doing that? Yes, this is set to fill. It's set to shrink begin, I think. But party member in general should have that set because it's not going to matter if we change it here. Layout, container sizing. Yeah, why would this be set to fill? I think that was the mistake. Let's try running that. We'll close out of that one. Nice. So we hire the mage. I will never not do that correctly. Or never do that correctly for the first time. Now they're on two separate lines, which might actually... No, that's unexpected. What's doing this now? It's an H-flow container, right? Party section. Layout. Theme overrides. No, yeah, what? What is doing that? Skill tree. This is going to take up the full size. But then each party member is going onto its own line? Huh. I don't know what's doing that. Even here, we see two in a row. I wonder... I probably just need to see the width of this, which I don't know if we can easily do, but let's go try it out. So I'll run it from Godot, and then we can just inspect the scene tree and see what the size of the character selector is. So let's hire the mage. Okay, cool. So we have two of these, and they're stacked on top of each other for some reason. Now, where is the skill tree in the UI? Skill tree, VBox container, character selector. Oh, they're not getting added to the right spot. That's why. They're not even in the H-flow container. Why not? Is there some... Well, that's the problem right there. Because I had not fixed up this code yet, huh? We made a party member, but then added them to this. This is a party section. Oh, it should be called add party member. What do we do here? Create one that does reflect battle state equal to false. Set an on click, initialize it. Set an on click. On click is it Evoke to the party section. Sorry, give me a sec. Trying to see what of this we can reuse. This one for sure. So let's take this and put this here. In fact, I wonder if that exists anywhere else. Party member.tscn. Nope, that's it. Okay. Does reflect battle state. That's fine. Add. I want to add this. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, now I think we're in business. Yeah. Let's try it out. Also, I got to test to see if we level up the adventurers, do they show their names in green? So we're going to hire. Yep, perfect. Cool. They're not highlighting their names in green. So why is that happening? Value cannot be null in update selected character. Update skill tree 78. Get selected adventurer. What does this do? Adventurer by class. On character selected. No, there's a problem here. Get selected adventurer is messed up. What? Throw if null. How is that? I don't know how that could be null. Must be that we're not updating the selected adventurer correctly. Yeah, I'm guessing. Okay, we got to go look at what this code used to be because I don't remember what it was. Character selector. We had some way of knowing what was selected. It was selected adventurer class right there, and that was public. Does that still exist in this thing? No. But there is a select character thing. Oh, and this has selected adventurer class. So then it's exactly the same name. What is going wrong? Select. Yeah, what is going wrong here? We don't even have select in this thing anymore. So it must be set over here. Yes. Then what is the problem? I don't know yet. There are no issues before that. It's just here. All right, let's set a breakpoint in the skill tree. Right here. No, right there. All right, then we try reproing this issue. So I just need to level up for this to happen? Yeah, and then this returns null? Yes, that's a problem. Okay, let's go redo that. Now that I know what the repro is. Whoops. So we grant money, level up. So get selected adventurer. What is this doing? Get adventurer, character selector adventurer. Ah, that is none. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This should not be the case because when the number of adventurers is 0, that's how many we had originally. If we started with 0, then we get the adventurer class of this and then select that one. So this must be broken? Must be. Let's put a breakpoint there. Okay, we should go into here. Oh, we didn't? Num is 2. What? Oh my god, get child count. That's why. Ooh, that's a problem. This should have been get adventurers. Dot count. My bad. Yeah, so nothing was set as selected, which actually this is still going to break in the future because we're not going to have any adventurers. Let's level them up. I don't care about the breakpoint right now because it might not break. It didn't work. It should have highlighted the name green. Yeah, it's not able to do that for some reason. Oh, there it is. Highlight skill button, set name color. Go through each. No, this is wrong. Yeah, all right. Oh, this indicates that we do need a function for this. Get party members. Public. What is this? I enumerable. party member. There we go. I need to use this everywhere. Yeah, we should never have done this in a different way. All right, let's just search for of type party member and then replace all the instances of this. Where'd this come from? Party member container. Why is this not? Oh, did I type it in the wrong file? Sometimes. I must have. What was the file I typed it into though? Oh man. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this should have been in the base class. Good. Now this can be changed. And that's fine. And this can be changed. All right. I think we're in good shape. Yeah. So now the name should highlight green. So I open up the skill tree and then level up. Yep, name turns green. As soon as I invest the skill point, it's no longer green. Yeah. Add a description at the start of the game so we can feel what's happening and get the story. Oh, yeah. To be clear, and this is really important as you play this, you're playing V0.2. So there's just some like obvious missing areas, like the new player experience should be better. There's, you know, no music, no sound effects, just a bunch of missing content. So you should keep that in mind as you're playing. Of this represents like maybe a third of the way through development is what you're playing. So yeah, the final game, there's going to be a lot of changes. And this is one of the things we're working on now. So there was a lot of confusion from new players around like, okay, what's going on? There's just, you open up the game and there's just a ton of stuff happening right off the bat. And you're like, am I one of these characters? Do I control something? Who is what? Like, yeah. So we're going to start you over here and you'll build up the guild and then you'll click this character and you'll hire your first adventurer. And through this, you'll understand what's going on. So that understanding is very tough to gain right now. Are we done with this now? Selection stuff in a party section. I think we might be. Yeah. Let's take a look at the changes. This should have greatly simplified the character selector. We don't need to check this in. Yeah, so the character selector went from 67 lines of code down to 40. Yeah, and that's the benefit of doing things this way. I like it. Yeah, nice. Let's rebuild and make, ooh, what's going on? Rebuild, make sure there are no warnings. Yeah, just the ones we already had. And I'm going to run one more time because I think I might have pressed something I didn't mean to press. Hire the mage. Actually, does this let us hire 2 mages? Shouldn't that like break everything? What? Is it not? You can send 2 mages into a battle and there's no problem? I feel like something should be broken there. Yeah, probably this that we're highlighting. I don't even know what's going on. Anyway, this is never supposed to be possible in the game. But yeah, we win. Let's hire another 1,000,000 mages. Have them pour out of this portal. In the final game, you should maybe be at like 10 party members. So silly. Mageville. Okay, so make character selector use party section. It was essentially a party section. It was, yeah, a party section in essence. So this cuts down on the code and its complexity. All right, let's look at the changes. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Yep, cool. I'm happy with this. Okay. Hide the hire adventure dialogue after hiring. So when you do this, we don't just want to hide it. We pretty much want to queue free it. Yeah. Let's try that out. So now when you hire an adventurer, you can only hire the one, and then the dialogue will just disappear and you can't get it back. Except in that case, it's not enough money. Right. Stop having the hiring cost money when you add the adventurer. Yeah, so how should this work? How did we say it was going to work? Choose your first adventurer. They tell you which one you can hire. The guildmaster requires money to hire an adventurer. Okay, so the cost just gets paid to get the dialogue to even open. Now, there's an important game design reason for this. So hiring an adventurer, there are two ways you could do this. One is pay the cost, then see the choices. Or see the choices, then pay the cost. And I wanted you to have to pay first so that you don't know what you can unlock yet until you can afford it. I don't know which is more exciting, because this hides the ones you can hire until you can afford it, which means you can't know like, oh, I'm about to unlock the warlock or something. I think I prefer this way because you can't choose what the choices are. You're offered 2 new adventurers from the pool of X remaining ones. And if you didn't like that pool of 2, you might be like, oh, that's a boring choice. Yeah. So I think I prefer option number 1 in that case. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty much set on that. And at least it's a good starting point. So then where does that cost come into play? Hey, Gray. Do you use left or right thumb for space? I use the left thumb for space. And whenever I was typing on a full-size keyboard, that's the only thing I used either thumb for. Yeah, I didn't use modifier keys with it, and I never used my right thumb at all. I also have a space on the right hand, but I don't use that as often. But I can hold that one down, whereas I can't hold the left one down. Okay, so the important part is you pay the cost to even see the dialogue, but you don't pay the cost the first time. Or maybe you do. Should you have to? Like, I don't want there to be too much clicking at the beginning, but I also want it to follow the process you're going to eventually follow. You're going to click this, you're going to build this, it's going to cost 12 gold. Then the guildmaster can do one of two things. Either the guildmaster just automatically offers you an adventurer, or there's a dialogue where you pay more of your starting money. I think I like this way a little bit better. So now what that means is we need to make the guildmaster clickable and have that be what costs money. So we need the guildmaster to take your money and remember that you're able to hire an adventurer. You can maybe close the dialogue. So what we change is hire adventurer does not have a cost. And as a result, we also don't modify your money. Yeah. Let's run that. So now when we click this and click hire, we just get the mage. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, we still have a bunch of tasks to do over here. I think we're going to save those for the afternoon stream. This is done. Oh yeah, this is going to be a problem too. Maybe we just do what's easiest for now. and just not show them if you don't have an adventurer. Make sure it doesn't screw up any game state. All right, so we need the guild master to take your money, and remember that you're able to hire an adventurer. So we can definitely check in. We can check in this part at least. Free the hire adventurer dialogue after hiring. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, this show the quest indicator. This should go into. This should go into here. Try pressing my left thumb for space so I could access my arrow keys easily, but it feels uncomfortable. I don't think you need to, like, I don't think the thumb that you use matters. And I think even on regular keyboards, people are probably pretty split. Although I don't know which is more common. Okay, quick survey here. How do you take a survey? Poll? Yeah, poll. Which, there we go. Which thumb do you use for pressing space? Left, right, both. All right. Yeah, I'm curious. I'll also vote. I use my left one. You use thumbs. I hit it with my elbow every time. I do like wrestling moves on the keyboard. By the way, this is assuming, computer keyboard, not your phone keyboard. Although now I wonder, what do I use for my phone keyboard when I'm typing something out? This is a test type. Wow, interesting. I use my right thumb for that. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty evenly split, I would say. So yeah, I don't think I've never at least heard anything about that you should use a particular thumb or not. So yeah, I don't think you should try to change that. If it feels better to use your right thumb, just use your right thumb. Thanks for voting, everybody. I'm gonna just wait the last 4 seconds when you're using the mouse and right when not. That's also interesting. Wow. Yeah, look, they're exactly the same. I wonder if there's something behind this, because I'm right-handed, but I use my left thumb. But that's unlikely that it's related to your dominant hand, because there are way fewer left-handed people in the world than right-handed people. Okay. All right, let's go right in the old journal. So, worked a lot on the hire adventurer dialogue in the morning. Yeah. Then use your left thumb for Alt. I have a bunch of commands bound to Alt, and then something on the right side of the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you're using a Mac, you might have developed that sort of thing. Because MacBook keyboard, I think, let me make sure I'm not making this up first. Yeah. So Mac uses command for a whole lot of different things, and command is closer to the middle of the keyboard. Whereas on Windows, you typically use control for a lot of things, and control is on the left side. So I think if you're on Windows, you're used to using your pinky for most modifiers. You're supposed to use the thumb from the hand that is not actively typing. Yeah, well, that's really hard to manage dynamically. But yes, I think you're correct about that. I think I do remember hearing that. Use your ring finger for Alt. Huh. I think I do if I'm hitting Control and Alt at once. I don't know what I would do. Yeah, it could be a sample size issue. I don't know. Oh, you swap Control and Command? Yeah. And I use a Mac, but I use a special keyboard, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. All right, well, it's been a very good morning. We got some good stuff done. There's a lot left to do here. But by the end of this whole task, what we should have is that you're able to build the guild, click the guild master, hire an adventurer, and then kind of start your town. And then somewhere you'll see a way to make a shop. But actually making the shop is something I don't want you to do before you have the guild. Maybe the camera pans over to where the shops are. I'm going to write that down. This spot should probably be far enough away from the guild that you don't click it before having the guild. Or maybe you just can't. It says build the guild first. Yeah. Okay, I am going to get going for now. I'll be back in about an hour and I'll continue with just the code we've been working on so far. And we'll probably stream for 2 or 3 hours. Thank you all for watching. I've been having a better day now than I have earlier in the week. Sorry again for the earlier in the week me. But yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. Good weekend.